right, welcome to the episode number 37 of the Tuning In podcast. I'm your host, Jay Wells. I am here with my homie Mixman Sean. Sean, say what's up to the people.
What's up,
Hey,
people?
this week we're joined by our lifelong friend, Dave Doss. Dave is an artist, a car and a computer enthusiast. Most importantly, he's a husband and a father. And today we're going to be talking about life, art, and the creative mind. We'll still do our grinding segments where what grinds my gears and what made my day and hit some current events. But Dave, welcome to the show, brother.
What up? Thank you for having me,
Hell yeah,
guys.
man.
The
It's a
A,
matter of time.
it's the D, the A, the V, the
Yeah.
E, it's the D.
AKA,
Hold up, it's the D, the A, the V.
we go way back, man. We've been friends for a long time, all three of us. But, you know, we talk a lot about our story and share some, little nuggets about where we've been from and until where we are now, from where we were back when we were kids and to where we are now as men. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Tell the people where you're coming from and what was your journey like.
Well, thanks, bro.
Wait, real quick, Dave.
Yeah. Huh?
Like people that listen to the show, they lightweight kind of know about you because you come up often. That's why we had to,
Well,
Here he
I
is, everybody.
appreciate that,
you know what I
bro.
mean? So they can see the actual dude. Like you are not a made up character. You real guys.
So look, my story's a little unorthodox, right? So I was born in India, Calcutta, India. I moved to Hong Kong when I was 4, maybe 5. Can't remember nowadays. And then in '97, I moved to California, Concord,
That's
California,
right.
Bay.
Hell yeah.
Yep, 925. And then I, met Sean, and then I met Josh. I've known these dudes for pretty much half my life now at this point.
More, dude.
Went to high school together, whole bunch of shit that has happened. We'll talk about it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then, like he says, I'm an artist. I do all sorts of artwork, but my inspiration comes from a lot of different things, pretty much from how I was raised. I have a little bit of background in graffiti. I do street art, anime, and so my art pretty much is inspired by those things.
Yeah.
And then I also
Hell
work
yeah.
in IT. I work for Caesars Entertainment, and I've been doing that for 8 years. But now I live in Las Vegas. Moved out here about 18, 19 years ago.
Yep.
And I've been out here, I have a wife, Rachel, and 5-year-old daughter who just turned 5 in February.
Shout out to her.
Dia,
Awesome.
Adria Fedas. Yeah. So, that's a whole complete brand new journey. I'm only 5 years new into it, but loving it so far.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But yeah, it's a little bit about
That's
me.
the journey, huh? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think
A little bit of everywhere.
so. The thumbnail obviously has some art, and I'm gonna throw some of your artwork into the reels and stuff that we share out here. But it's good to
For
hear
sure.
your inspirations on like what are your mediums and on how you do that stuff. But like, what got you into creating and illustrating? Because your pen work is really crazy.
Bro, I'm
Art's
your biggest
just-
fan, bro. Dave, I'm your biggest fan of your unfinished pieces.
Sean, you're one of my biggest motivation,
Yeah.
bro, because this dude
Bro.
always like motivates me. When I'm not motivated, he's like, "What are you doing? Draw."
No, it's because what are the chances like somebody in your class is like that dope? Because, bro, I can't even do nothing like that. Like, all I can do is look at it and be like, oh, that's amazing.
I can't play a
Like,
single instrument, so
Oh yeah.
I can't either, but that's a different.
Nah,
Remember
man,
you used to DJ too a little bit?
look,
But-
art is just something
But
very
I just
personal
wanted
to
to
me.
say, bro, love your shit, man.
I appreciate
It's
it, dog.
really good. That's why I had to get you to fucking draw my album cover. This is just a sample. I just want to show you. And I have to make this guy part of my album because
Yeah,
like
I like
it's
that
a blessing that I know this guy, dude. Like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
I did
Like,
that shit in my apartment.
bro, you could
While
have done
moving
it
over
like,
here, I hated it.
yeah, like, but that's not your best work. Like, but that's you did it for me
Nah, I
because I
appreciate it.
asked you, you know.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I
Now,
know what the fuck
art's
you be up
art's
to, bro.
something like very personal
Your
to me. Like,
unfinished work is the best work ever. I don't even want
uh,
to see your finished pieces. I like
yeah, that's
you.
probably
Rough
my biggest
cuts.
downfall. Talking shit.
I like
But
your rough cuts.
now
My
art's
bad.
just personal to me, man. Like, I mean, I don't know quite. Like, yeah, the inspiration aspect is one thing, but art has always brought me comfort.
Yeah,
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's it's my thing, you know.
yeah,
Like if I'm angry, if I'm upset, if I just can't make sense of the world or whatever, it's always a pencil and a
yeah,
paper, right? At first,
All right. Let's go back to what Josh was
yeah.
saying though,
That's it.
man. Real quick. My bad, though. Yeah,
yeah,
bro.
but
So, how'd you get so good, man?
it's just something I always did, and then when I realized I can somewhat copy what I see,
Yes.
then I'm like, then it's just then it's just exploring. It's a journey. Now you're like, all right, well, let me see what else I can draw.
When when I met you, I had never seen anybody like that. Like with the the perspective and shit. Like you were drawing buildings,
Mm-hmm.
3D. Shit was just popping out. I was like, dude, like, how you think of this shit?
Yeah.
Remember you drew like a picture, like you drew hella shit, like everything you did. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
like people could do that.
Do you
What?
remember,
It,
Dave, when you first kind of realized that you had some talent?
I knew I was good just because I could draw things, but I never like put myself in a competitive mindset.
Okay.
Because a lot of my childhood was in Hong Kong, and in Hong Kong you learn certain things. Like it's really not about the competition as much. It's about the journey. It's about kind of like the discipline,
Yeah, cause
like
like,
Sean's
bro,
talking, right? Like how are
it's
you
like who
drawing
you gonna compete
perspectives?
with? It's like when you were Dave, who you gonna compete with? Like, bro, you are fucking you.
I thought it was stupid to compete, bro, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Like
like,
especially with art. Because why are you gonna compete somebody with art?
Yeah.
Because
but like, who
art,
can
whether
compete
you're
with you?
drawing
Nobody could draw like you. Though. That's my thing. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
there's no
I thought it was
competition.
funny, like because I'm like, why
You're
why
one
am
on
I
one.
why am I competing with people? Like why do people compete with art? Because if Josh draws something, if Sean draws
Hey,
something, in
I'll
any
compete with you.
perspective that
Let's
can be
draw
taken
some
as an art.
shit. Hey, you're gonna win.
Yeah, but it was never about art. But regardless of that, like I got into it. Like if I wanted to draw something in perspective, or if I wanted to draw a hand, I was obsessed with hands for a little bit.
Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
probably
I just
one of the
started
hardest
like
ones to do.
yeah, like I just started like just copying pictures, and then I realized you can buy anatomy books, and I'm like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
sweet. And then there was like different ways to draw it. Like yeah, now there's YouTube. You can learn 30 different
Oh
ways
yeah,
in
yeah.
5 minutes,
True.
right? But back then you had to find the book, then you had to find the right book, then you had to find the one that's perspective that made sense to
Yeah.
you. Then you had to practice it. Then you had to like make sure your progression was normal. These were all tiny little steps that I obsessed over, but like I liked
Yeah,
it
yeah.
because I had nothing else to do. I didn't have video games. I didn't buy my first video game till I was like had my first job
Oh yeah.
in
Speaking
America.
of video games and shit, bro, you had that Dreamcast. I
Yeah, but
remember.
art's always been like a comfort thing, and then the journey just came along the way. It's
Yeah.
like whatever I wanted to learn. I was obsessed with Dragon Ball Z and Dragon
Yeah,
Ball,
yeah.
so I started drawing Dragon Ball. That was the
Right.
first bodies I ever drew was Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Every single character, over and over and over
Everybody's
and over and
jacked.
over again.
Everybody.
Everybody's
Yo,
jacked,
dog.
bro.
Pass me that fucking
I
cheeseburger.
had that book down so
Mr.
easy.
Hercules.
I could just draw Goku like
Oh
that,
yeah.
or Trunks, or remember Mark in high
Oh yeah,
school?
yeah.
Of course. It was three of y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You,
It was
Josh, and
funny, bro,
Mark.
because during the break, Josh would bust out his piece, Mark would bust out his piece,
Yeah.
and then I'll bust out my piece, and we'd be like,
We
all
all
right,
had a
and then like,
binder. We all had each a binder or a folder of our work, and we'd compare notes all the time.
And you all had
hey
different
Josh,
Yeah.
styles.
I still have the binder with
Like
all your
Mark would draw
pieces.
thick ass lines and shit. He would
No,
like
I
double
still have
shaded shit.
pieces of Josh, the Josh
Oh
drew.
yeah.
I got a
I
couple
still have
pieces
those.
that
I'm
you
actually
drew
gonna, I'm
here.
gonna bring them
I
back.
gotta.
Yeah, I
I never
have
got
them.
rid of any of my sketchbooks. So like every story I
You know the
wrote,
characters you
yeah.
drew in that story we were making
You
back in
still
the
got
day?
that?
I have all those
Nice.
characters.
We were
Yup.
going somewhere with that one.
Bro, that was a trip.
Yep.
What do you think is so you never took it and went professional with it, but you've done
No.
some work here and there for folks, including for
Yeah.
Sean and posting that stuff out there. So
Yeah, I did some posters for a hookah lounge over here and stuff like that, but nothing that I would call like my piece. Like the one that I would have probably put more of me into it was the one that Sean just showed you.
right,
That one I took some
Yes.
time into it,
yeah,
but I mean, like you guys know, like I have a problem finishing pieces.
Yeah.
Like I have such a problem with like following lines and then I'm not happy, then I just keep working at it.
yeah.
One of the pieces I sent you, I've been working on it like now recently
Mhm.
for like literally 6 months, and that's me drawing a piece after probably like not drawing for like 3
Yeah,
years.
yeah. That's so
I've
hard.
never seen too much of your finished work. I've never seen
Yeah.
too much like color either.
It's
It's
dope. I
always
love it.
pencil
Like I'm
and
really
pen.
into it, but it's also like it bugs me because now I'm like, yeah, I'm 40 going on 41
Yeah,
and I haven't like there's a gallery I can throw my piece on, but I don't do
right.
it, because it's time, I'm tired and all this life stuff, right?
It's time consuming stuff. And
Yeah.
like the way your process is too. You could take 5 years making a piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
But I do like the fact, like the pieces that I show you, I don't do any filters, I don't do any effects. It's literally me with like a pen tool,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, just the ink look or the sketch
Yeah,
look.
because I'm like, yeah. Like I think like I want to suffer when I draw. Does that make
No,
sense?
yeah, I hear you. Because it's not just about. So creating stuff has different purposes, right? I always found that like some people will create because that's how they're going to get their income too. Like if everything
Yeah,
was riding
yeah.
on it,
And that was never my first basis
yeah.
on any
If
of
if
this.
everything was riding on you finishing something, you'd finish it. You know what I mean? If you had people saying like, "Shit, man, we need that,
Yeah,
we
for
need that
sure, for sure.
DOS."
And I could have taken that upon myself. I've had plenty of people, hey, design a tattoo for me. Oh man, the amount of people that have told me to design tattoos for them, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Oh, design this. Like I could have taken work, bro, like very young, but for whatever reason, it never motivated
yeah,
me. It was like if I'm gonna draw somebody something, I'm giving one of my pieces that I drew to you. It better be top notch. Like that's kind of my mindset,
it's
and
more
I know what
personal
that
for you.
means. I'm gonna take 6
It's more
months. Yeah,
personal for you to create than it is to be
yeah.
professional at it.
It's okay if not everyone sees my piece ever. Like
Yeah.
I'm all right with that. Like it's cool. But the people that I give my artwork to, like it's not just here's a doodle.
Right. Yeah. It's coming from the heart.
Your doodles are nice too.
It's fun. Do you still find it to be
Yeah.
fun when you're creating? Or
Bro, it's my therapy.
I got you.
I can still get lost in it for a couple hours, and I might have drawn like maybe an inch, 1 by 1 inch square area.
Yeah.
I remember
Like I can still get hypnotized by it, which is something I'm glad I still have.
Hell yeah.
I remember when you started scanning stuff in and like
Yeah,
taking into
game changer.
Photoshop
I was
and
like, what?
pasting it, and then
Yeah.
one time you drew this car and I couldn't tell if it was a picture or a fucking actual. Like you did such a good job with the fades and shit. You remember like you made the lights glow, and I was
Yeah.
like, bro, I'm pretty good at Photoshop, but like you could do this. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's I love it. I am gonna do something. I do want to make a website where I do sell some of my designs and stuff like that. That's kind of what some of the pieces I'm working on right now
Nice.
is to eventually do a because honestly it's shameful because now it's so easy, you know? Like
AI.
Yeah.
like because I'm like, bro, okay, go on
Yeah.
wix.com
Easy. Throw 'em
and
$150. You're
have
done.
that thing make your website. Yeah, and I'm like, I really don't have an excuse. I can, I'm lucky enough where if I try hard enough and get down to like the time, I can allocate some time to spend a couple hours towards working on. But that's the idea. I don't want to start anything until I have at least 2 or 3 finished
Yeah.
pieces that I can do stuff with that I'm happy with.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
No, it's good to hear that you're still doing it and still creating some cool stuff and still finding it to be
Yeah,
a
I want my daughter to see the process. She watches me draw and
yeah.
shit. Like that's important to me. Like I remember when my dad used to paint. A lot of people don't even know my dad paints. My dad used to do badass oil
I remember you
paintings,
told me
bro.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and nobody ever. I'm the only one who knows that. Like nobody, like
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to be that dad.
Yeah, I got you.
I want my daughter to see the process. I want my daughter to see, like,
So
yeah,
that's where you get it from then. Like
yeah,
you got
yeah.
some talent in the DNA.
Yeah, yeah. And it's kind of like the same saga. My dad never did nothing with it. I mean, we'll see if I end up I mean, I think I will. It's in me, I think I'll still be drawing when I'm 60.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
I
feel.
mean, if you're doing it
You know?
now, after all these years, you'll continue it on
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's seriously like it's weird enough to say it is like it's such a therapy.
Yeah, I always found it to be an escape as well. Like there's a lot
Yeah,
of
like
thoughts.
the same reason Sean does
Yeah,
music.
thoughts in your mind.
The same
Yeah.
reason you do what you do, Josh. Like
But
you still do music,
Yeah.
right?
we were all figuring like the same shit out at the same
Well,
time.
yeah.
Like all of us were doing a little bit of music, all of us were doing a little bit of visual art, but all on different
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah.
It was a different time, man. It was a different time. Like what we had going on amongst our small little friend circle,
Hmm.
which was also weird. I was always appreciative that we had a friend circle.
Yeah.
Like Sean knows what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we had like a clique.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yep. We was in the quad.
and I would say it was fairly organic too. Like we all just talked about whatever we all liked,
Yeah.
and it was very.
And
There
I
was
was just learning a bunch of shit from you guys, bro.
Yeah,
Like
we never had like
people were
drama,
talking to me,
like
I was like, oh, talking to you guys just made me like more comfortable being
Yeah.
here.
everybody. I think that did for everyone, like
Hey, Dave, you remember when you got those tickets for Fast and Furious
yeah,
from
yeah,
the
yeah,
radio
yeah,
station or whatever?
yeah. That was so fucking weird.
And we cut school to go watch that
The
shit
first
God,
one.
before the movie
man,
dropped.
it's so
Yeah,
wild. It's so wild to think
I don't
about
know how
those
this
days.
guy.
I remember all those things. Like that's why when I talk to you guys, my memory is not that dope as it used to be. Like when I talk to you guys seriously bring back some memories from way the fuck
Yeah.
back
Bro,
then.
I had never even seen the movie in the theater and shit, and this dude like take me
For
on a
real, that was your
Wednesday.
first one.
Yeah, this dude took
Oh,
me
that's
on a
crazy.
Wednesday because I don't go watch movies. Like not even India. We like who the fuck
Yeah.
go, like people go watch movies, but not us. We weren't
Yeah.
like that. Like you know what I mean? We were far from technology and all the good shit.
This
But
world's
like
crazy,
this
man.
guy randomly won some tickets on Wednesday afternoon. On Wednesday afternoon, like, cause he loves his cars,
Yeah.
bro. And he's like, "Hey, I got 2 tickets. You want to go?" I'm like, "Oh,
We're doing this
yeah, I
shit in
guess."
my car.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was like, "I guess we're cutting school, bro. We fucking cut school and went and watched that movie." And we walked to fucking Brendan, dude.
We used to walk
Oh,
everywhere.
Till we got them wheels.
Yeah,
Josh, me, and you, we would like cut class, go to Josh's place, the apartment, freaking Five Fantasy 7.
Yep.
Let's
he,
go.
Gaming.
I ripped my pants one time jumping that
Oh
fence.
shit. Yeah, man.
Good times.
Life's a
man.
trip.
Good times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, bro.
art has always been like at the core, I think, of our friendships. I think we have a mutual respect for that creative side, and it's like an identity part of who you are. You know what I mean? but like not one that you share with everybody. Right?
No, for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
Sean, you don't be at work telling everybody that you do music and graphics and shit. You try to.
Hells no, I try to stay
Yeah.
away from that. I'm a different guy.
There's like nobody. I don't think hardly nobody that I've met in the last 10 years at least. Early in my career, I was still doing a lot of creative stuff, so I had some connections and stuff. But like the last 10 years, ain't nobody, unless they came across my page, knows I do anything creative at all. I
Yeah.
don't, because I just don't share with
Yep.
them like that.
It's such a lonely road sometimes, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah, just because there's no point, there's no connection there. Like creative people are different kinds of people, but like then the creative people I
Yeah.
meet that aren't in my zone or whatever are like, I don't know.
I don't know
I
no
don't like
one
'em.
that draws around you.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, bro, I don't get along with no one in
Yeah.
Vegas. Nobody. Nobody, bro.
That's funny.
It's the same city,
Yep.
bro.
It's just
Sean,
like,
looks like you're in Vegas
honestly,
right
like
now.
at this point,
Like,
Huh?
I got drinks on my mind.
no, seriously, like it's cool that I have your guys' friendship, and that's cool. But like, I definitely don't go look like, especially since I have a family now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, I'll go meet people and stuff, and like, whatever. But
Yeah,
I don't.
it's hard. Like to make friends after school.
like, yeah, my wife, like, because my wife's born and raised over here, so she has a couple of friends over here that she's also very like not that much into. Like, we're not into any scenes
Yeah.
or anything. Like,
I don't be doing
like,
that.
it's stupid.
I kind of just go for my runs. I work
Yeah.
out, and I just do my shit. And the Air Force life that I'm still living is
Yeah.
there's a lot of time you spend with people, and you gotta know each other pretty.
At a
We
certain.
know each other pretty well, at least at that kind of level. So, yeah, you get friends. This is just a different kind of friend, I guess, if you will.
You got to keep that professionalism always in check.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's pretty wild in the
It's kind of
Yeah,
like being in
like-
school.
but
You see the same people.
yeah, and you cross paths again. But the thing is, like, it's just it's a different type of friendship, but it's not always like when you have these lifelong friends where you guys have known us. We were kids when we all knew each other, and shit changes. You build up
Yeah.
when you become men, but at the core, like some of the things that drive you throughout your life, they're part of that foundation. And we were all figuring that shit out together. So that spark, some of those ideas that we had cracking back then, that's what turned in and blossomed to what they are now for all of us, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like
Yo,
you get friends up here in the different
Bro.
times, they're still friends and you're cool with them, but it's just you're catching everybody at a different age, a different
Yeah.
a part of the timeline. You know what I mean?
seriously, bro.
Nah, like, absolutely, man. Like, the memories that I have, like, when I go back to Concord and I'm just driving around, like, sometimes I'll tell my wife I'm just going for a drive, and I'll literally just drive around Concord and Walnut Creek and Pleasant Hill, and, like, I'm telling you, man, I just have memories everywhere I
Yep.
go.
Yo,
And it's like memories that I can't share with anyone. Yeah, I could tell my wife about it, but, like,
yeah, she won't.
yeah,
she
like
will.
that's memories that I don't have to explain to you guys because you were there. So it's like, it's funny. It's just funny. It's funny.
I could feel those times, bro. I was there.
Yeah, man.
You know what was the craziest thing about our when we were like those times? Fucking the show Jackass.
we kind of
Yeah.
lived it out a little
Like
bit.
that was on TV. Yeah, like
Did our own version of
the
Jackass every
fuck?
once in a while.
Dude, Josh,
like-
you remember that one time? Josh must remember this. Remember that one time we had this crazy idea of riding our bikes through, like, we went through all the back trails.
Oh.
We ended up in Walnut Creek or
We went
somewhere.
everywhere, bro. Yeah, it was like a
We
25
went
miles.
fucking for.
Yo,
We were gone,
Yeah.
bro.
I did some wild shit like that with Josh
Yeah.
too. Josh,
I
remember?
was always on the go.
We just fucking the fields behind my house.
Oh
we
yeah,
just
yeah,
Fucking cut through and did
yeah.
random
No
ass
shit.
shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
We
we
have
used to go on
memories,
crazy
bro. We
Well,
hikes.
all
it's a
have
beautiful
memories.
place too. So like, yeah, there's some dumb shit going on around there, you know, but um,
Yeah.
lots of blended. It's like a perfect blend of the society, technology, creativity, and then some nature mixed in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's why.
It's weird how I did not like Concord that much when I was like in my 20s, and now I'm like, man, Concord was pretty
I
chill.
always liked it, to be
Hell yeah.
honest with you.
Always loved
Yeah.
it.
I don't
I
know,
still
man.
do.
I had awesome memories, but then I also felt very
Well,
stuck.
I just
Like,
wanted to move out on my own. You know what I mean? I didn't
yeah,
want to live with
yeah,
My
kind
I
of
thing
the
want to live
was,
with my
same.
mom.
I didn't have the best time, but like when I started traveling, every time I would come back, I'd be like, oh hell
Yeah,
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 and it grew on me like a
That's
yeah.
motherfucker,
how I
bro.
feel now. Yeah, like when I come back, I'm like, yeah,
No, that's it. That's it. I mean, I was lucky. I was up near there for like 7 years, and on this
yeah,
on this journey that I've been out and about. But even being back there for 7 years, I didn't go back to Concord that often. So I didn't really. Everybody
yeah,
was gone, and then the homies that I did try to hit up would
yeah,
ghost me or be, oh, I'm gonna come through. All right, come
yeah,
through. And then I'd knock on their door and they won't even answer. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
See
like, what the
that's
fuck?
exactly what I'm saying, man. I don't get people like
Yeah, yeah.
that. Like, I'm like, what's the
Yeah,
point?
so I stopped. I mean, it was the same reason that I stopped calling because I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
remember, but like the first few years I was out on the go, this was the time and day and age where international cell phone plans didn't exist and shit. So you had to use like phone cards. Man,
Yep.
they were pretty
I spent
expensive.
hella money on phone cards. Not just call my wife,
Yeah,
but call my
yeah,
friends.
Yeah. We be on the phone
Yeah,
for
if I was
hours.
sober, it was a straight call. But sometimes I wasn't.
yeah,
So you know what I mean. But I started realizing too though,
Yeah.
like once I came back to the states, I would not too many people would call me no more because I stopped
yeah,
calling them. So I was like, oh,
yeah,
okay. I forget. You check the call log, and it's not just an observation for my personal friends. I think this happens to a lot of people that are, I guess,
Yeah.
givers or whatever you want to call it. So I was like, all right. At some point, you check that and be like, hey, why is the call log always me on the out? You know, like
yeah.
I gotta spend my energy somewhere
How
else.
come no one checks in on
But
me?
it's just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even like 1/3. You know what I'm saying? If it's like less than a quarter
yeah.
of the time people hit you up,
No, I
No,
mean,
like
dude,
actually, without a doubt.
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
fucking
I
problem.
get it because
Yeah.
I don't, I
That
don't
grinds my gears.
like. I'm okay. Like, I live a
Yeah,
loner
yeah.
life nowadays. You know, because I don't like drama, man.
I don't either. I hate that
I
shit.
don't want to have to deal with drama. Like, I just want to have a simple life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You know what's
like,
Out on the
crazy?
farm.
huh?
Dave's always been this guy, bro. He's
Oh
always
yeah, yeah.
been Dave.
No doubt. Of
You know,
course. What do you mean?
you
Bro,
could
I
take
have
with
an
Dave.
angry side. Like, don't get me wrong. I can get pissed off. My wife's
I
seen
know,
all
I
shades of
know,
me. My wife's
bro.
seen all shades of me. Like, but
Bro, when we first met, like we kind of clashed. We didn't really like became friends, like because
you had that stupid ass cousin with you. That's why.
that wasn't my cousin. It was just some other dude
Some,
in my
I
ES
didn't like
talk
that
line.
fool, bro. I was like, bro, go
Nobody
take a
liked him.
bath.
Nobody liked him, but he helped me with the language or whatever, like because he spoke Hindi. But yeah, so like they got Dave to help me show me around
Yep.
and shit. And they was
Oh
kind of
man,
mad and shit.
what
And they was
times,
like, "What the
bro.
fuck? Why you
I
gotta do
remember
this and
Josh
that
used to
shit?"
play football. I'm like, Josh is too cool to hang out with us.
No, I was never too cool.
No, Josh. That's why, man. I appreciate Josh's friendship because he opened like a different gateway. Because I used to get bullied in like junior high,
Yeah.
right?
Man,
I used
yeah,
to have these
totally.
two kids like who would like bully me and like it was just funny. When I met Josh, I was like literally like no offense, Josh, but I was like, man, not all white people are like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. That's a
No,
true
but
statement.
I didn't know like
Like
Josh was
Josh,
like
you
Spanish
didn't
and
have
Oh
to
shit,
be
but
yeah.
I
my
was like,
friend, bro.
I mean, yeah.
Like you didn't like you
yeah,
just
that's why I was
extended your
like,
friendship, and you were like, You
Well, you
didn't
forget,
like
you
the
guys.
fact you as a
I didn't
bro. You as
like a lot of people in Concord. It says our towns are, I guess, segregated in a lot of ways. But my neighborhood, my community was mixed up. So I grew up
bro.
with other
Yeah, the
immigrants from other
times people
countries
be
and shit.
like,
So like, I was like, "What's up, man? I just seen you. You who you are, and I'm cool with you no matter what."
bro, like you would come over and like eat my mom's food, like where other people be like, oh, it smells. What is
Oh, really?
Yeah.
this? Or like, y'all stink. Like wear deodorant type shit,
Mm,
right? You never did
It's
none of that shit. You
crazy.
no.
pulled up and you ate our food with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that means something to me, dog. Like motherfuckers don't do that
I can see
Yeah. In
that.
our village,
to
that
this
does
day,
mean
bro.
something.
To
Yeah,
this
I can
day,
see that for sure.
Yeah.
not too many people do that, right? Like, oh, it smell funky. What y'all
Like,
put in
I
the
just don't
food?
understand what's so hard with humility,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, why is humility so hard?
I don't think it comes natural to most people. You feel me?
But I think it is naturally in us because I think kids are pretty humble, like when they're first born.
Uh,
Like,
I don't know. I think it's an innocence there. Humility is like it requires a conscious.
I guess, yeah,
I
yeah. I
think it's
guess
a
I put it in a
maturity
different
thing.
text.
Like you have to be one. I think humility matters most when like you're capable yeah. I guess you know how like they say like a peaceful person who's just a peaceful person but's weak has no capacity for violence. Like it's not that
Right,
impressive that they're peaceful. You feel me? I think the same
right.
thing for like humility. Like it's no point in being humble if like you just a regular ass fucking person. The innocence in children is a unique thing though. So like as equally nice as they are innocently, children be fucked up and not know also.
No, that's true. For sure.
Hey, speaking of that, watch this show on Netflix called Adolescence.
Okay. What's it about?
It's about this little young kid that like accidentally murders
Oh
somebody.
shit.
It's based in
Yeah.
UK, but that's a
Yeah,
sidebar.
no,
Let's just,
but it's on point
Alright.
though. But yeah, no, that well,
it's trending right now. It's trending
I
number one.
appreciate you guys pointing that out. You don't I don't have that perspective of things being that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, we
Yeah.
got treated differently, bro. Like there was racism. We felt it. We were scared of talking to a bunch of
right?
fools. You definitely didn't fucking treat us
Yeah.
like that. It was you you made us feel welcome,
Well, yeah.
dog.
Because
You didn't even have to. You could have been an asshole. You could have been like, "Fuck these Indians." You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't. I guess I think with the I wonder how it is for kids nowadays or people nowadays. You know what I mean?
I think kids are nicer now.
Maybe.
Nah,
You
it's a
know.
different level. Like, yeah, as far as race, maybe it's not such a big subject point now.
It's maybe, but
But
maybe it just depends on where you're at.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. But I think like now there's like, dude, it gets so bad so quick for kids
Oh yeah, true.
nowadays.
With the internet, it's bad.
It's so
Bro,
bad because of the
remember we
internet,
would
man.
watch like SpongeBob
Like,
and shit at school?
you should hear some of the stuff that happens over here in the Vegas schools.
Oh
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Dave,
We
Dave,
didn't deal with none of that stuff.
you remember
Yeah, we
watching
dealt with
SpongeBob?
bullies and stuff, but we didn't deal with none of the half the stuff that kids have to
Yeah,
deal
the
with now.
Vegas shit's different.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
Dave, you
but
remember watching
fuck
SpongeBob
SpongeBob,
at
dog. You
school?
remember Jerry Springer?
Jerry
Yo,
Springer.
yeah,
what
Jerry
was his
Springer.
bodyguard's name?
Fucking
Steve. Yo,
Steve.
Jerry Springer was the heat,
Yeah,
dog.
dude, that used to be on every day.
He'd kick people out and shit. Steve would be like all up on their ass. That was funny as fuck, bro.
What a crazy
I
show.
loved that show, man.
Jerry
It
Springer,
was
Jackass,
yeah.
Maury
South Park,
Povich,
South Park
yeah,
legend.
Family Guy, all these things. Fucking
Yeah, man.
crazy. Like the Thank You Come Again guy. What is that show?
Simpson, bro.
Simpsons.
Simpsons, yeah.
Moe's,
Apu.
yeah, Moe's Tavern. What was
Yeah,
the Quickie Mart? Quickie Mart, right?
yeah.
Welcome to Quickie
Yeah,
Mart.
bro.
This is my Quickie Mart.
Bro, he got canceled, homie. He got,
You can't say
Yeah.
that
yeah,
shit
so
nowadays.
what? He was one of the coolest fucking characters there was, dog.
No, they'll be like, "You're a racist." Wait, I'm
Yeah, they don't
Indian.
care.
You're still a
Yeah.
racist.
And it's what made it funny was it was some white dude doing
Oh,
his
I know.
voice.
That always makes it funny.
It's funny, bro. People are like so sensitive. I'm like, man, we weren't allowed to be that sensitive when we were
Yeah.
growing up.
Dave, I remember you.
No,
You
back
used to
then-
tell us some stories about your time in Hong Kong, man. What was that like?
Hong Kong was crazy, man. Hong Kong was a wild time.
What kind of place did you live
it was
in?
a wild
Like,
time. So when I first moved to Hong Kong, okay, Hong Kong was very different when I first moved over there. I lived in a place called Yau Ma Tei. It used to be the main shipping harbor docking area for Hong
Okay.
Kong because Hong Kong's a big import
Yeah, yeah,
export hub, even now. So I lived over there, and come to find out, I used to live with like the triads.
oh yeah,
Apparently,
shit.
yeah.
Was it
One
apartments?
of my first so in Hong Kong you live in high
Oh yeah,
rises.
yeah.
They don't
Everything is
have.
right. Unless
Yeah, I used to live on the
unless you're
32nd
ultra
floor.
rich and you have a mansion
Dang.
with a kung fu
Yeah,
school.
if you had a house with land, you were a baller.
yeah,
You were a mega
and you were
baller.
having like
But anyways,
secret
yeah, so I
fight
lived over
clubs
there.
in your mansion garden.
No, I
Like Enter the
mean,
Dragon?
you know, I saw more. I used to go to Mayfu Night Market. You look up Mayfu Night
Yeah.
Market on Google and look up triad operations. You'll find a whole bunch of stuff
Oh,
over
shit.
there. I used to go shopping with my mom
Hell
over
yeah.
there. But my first friend, later on, much later, I found out his dad was pretty high ranking in the triads. But
Dang.
yeah, it was crazy, man. My parents worked a lot, so I was left home alone a lot. So
What
I experienced life in my
What were
own
they
way.
doing when they were over there?
Well, when my mom got there, my mom was a farm girl in
Mm.
India, right? So she was, but my grandmother was a professor. So was my grandfather. From my mom's side, were professors. From my dad's side, they came from a military background. My grandfather from my dad's side was a submarine engineer in the Indian Navy, retired as a
Oh,
colonel.
Dope.
But so when anyway, so when my dad went to a really nice hotel school, and he graduated with hotel management under his belt as a bachelor's or something like that. I can't remember. This is going way back. But yeah. So when they came to Hong Kong, my dad came over here to work with a business owner who had an Indian restaurant called Swagat in Hong Kong. So he wanted to bring my dad in because my dad at the time was managing a international airport hotel, which was a 4-star back
shit.
then, which is pretty
Yeah.
good. So he came to Hong Kong with that in mind. But prior to my mom and I moving to Hong Kong, we stayed in Calcutta by ourselves, and we were in the slums.
Oh,
bro.
wow.
Like that was an interesting time. So we were there for almost a year by ourselves. My just mom and me, and
Were
I
you
was
in
like
school
maybe
already?
3 or 4.
So you weren't even in school yet. You're just still toddlering it up.
That's crazy, Dave.
I think I was being taught at
Oh.
home. Like school was very different back
Gotcha.
then, in India especially. So, but anyway, so yeah, when my mom came over here, my mom ended up getting an accounting position with a shipping company, and my dad was working on that restaurant in Suaga. Give me 1 second, I'll
Yeah,
be
go
right
ahead,
back.
No problem. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Calcutta is East India. That's where like the British set up the East India
Yeah.
Company. At one point, Calcutta was the capital of India.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
How,
My
No,
bad.
you're good.
how Delhi is the capital now. When the British ran it, Calcutta was the
Damn.
capital. And then as the empire grew, they moved the capital to Delhi.
So yeah, my dad was working for the restaurant as the main manager, and my mom was working for this shipping company. And then eventually my dad grew that business from 1 restaurant to 7 restaurants. We had one all over. We had one in Yau Ma Tei, Chim Sa Choi, Kowloon, Hong Kong side, New Territories, Sha Tin. We had
Damn.
so he was doing good. But yeah, that's what they were doing. You know, like
What
knock
kind of
on wood,
food?
life was
They were
all right.
serving Indian food?
Huh? Yeah,
They were
Indian
serving-
food.
Ooh.
They were very famous for tandoori chickens. Very famous for tandoori chicken. We had the
That's
whole
the really red
inverted
ones?
bowl.
Ah,
Yeah,
so good.
And naan bread.
Ah, fucking
and
love
naan bread.
naan bread, dude.
Oh, bro, no, Sean. I am
I would
spoiled
fuck
when
some
it
up
comes to
right
Indian
now,
food,
bro.
bro. Josh,
Heck
like
yeah.
if you guys ever, my mom throws down. You guys know,
I never got to
Bruh.
eat your mom's food.
bro. My mom still cooks for families,
Yeah.
bro. She still does it as a side hustle.
Oh shit.
It's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
But
I've had your mom's food.
But yeah, that was kind of like in Hong Kong. I did that, like that's like a whole like a different episode.
Yeah.
Like like that whole bunch of shit happened over there.
What was the
I can-
what was the catalyst then? Because that was a business opportunity, so the family moved to Hong
Right.
Kong.
It was just a better life in general.
Just come into,
You couldn't do much in India at that point.
but coming to the U.S., was there something that like popped up that's your dad and your mom were like, "Hey, let's make it
I
happen."
honestly think my dad knew the handover was happening because at that time it was a British-owned colony, Hong Kong, and China had affairs
Yep.
with them. But in '97, the handover happened when the property went back to
Yep.
China, and I think my dad knew what was
Just get the
forthcoming.
fuck out of there.
But he always wanted to move to America for obvious opportunities,
Yeah.
right? Back in '97, that was the land of
Bro,
opportunity. You come to
fucking
America, you come
90s,
for a
dog.
future. You know what I'm saying? That
90s.
like my parents had that dream. So my dad and my mom literally gave up like a pretty decent life to come here. Like we started from zero
Yeah.
again.
Starting all the way over.
Yeah.
But they got a. I
Literally,
remember your
bro.
dad was like
None of my
managing
dad's
pizza
none of my
shop.
dad's degree was taken seriously. None
Yeah.
of my dad's college certifications was taken seriously. You know?
Bro, back in the day, your mom used to always tell me like, "Yo," she like, "Sure, tell Dave something. He don't listen."
Yeah,
to us.
dude,
Maybe
she
he'll
used to
like
tell me
you."
that too, bro.
I wasn't the easiest kid to deal with for sure.
Dave
I
would leave
was
the room for a second, and she'd be like, "Oh, you gotta tell him."
Yeah, she's like, "You're his friend. He'll listen to you. Tell him something." I'm
I
like,
was a
"No,
lot for my mom
Dave
and
don't
dad
listen
for
to
sure.
nobody."
That's too
I
funny.
was a lot for a son. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, "Tell him to find a girl." I'm like, "He will."
Oh shit,
Oh shit.
those were fun. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like this is exactly what I'm talking about. You, Josh, and me. Like we don't really need to talk much to
oh no,
reminisce.
that's good friendship, man. That's good friendship.
Yeah, I never knew what to like tell your parents because they was like, "Yo, Dave's out here like street
Oh
racing
yeah,
and all this crazy shit." And
you
I'm
guys'
like,
parents.
"Yeah."
I must have been the token white guy. Your parents loved me, dude. Both of y'all's parents.
Oh, they
Anytime I
loved you.
come in,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
big hugs. So
To
happy
this
to
day.
see me.
To
I
this
loved
day,
that.
bro. My family's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah, that was fun. And you guys had good parents, man.
Well, no, cause like my sister, they went to school with your sister,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like they know
Yeah,
them too.
yeah,
Like,
no doubt. Yeah, man, what a good life we have all had. What a journeys, quite the journeys.
Actually,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Interesting, man. It's an interesting life. It's definitely
When you
not
look
bland.
back at it, it's fucking beautiful.
And you know what? I'm also.
Back then, it was like, holy shit, what's going on?
And you know what? The only thing that
Like,
really changed is all this arthritis we got now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
carpal tunnel. Carpal
Hell
tunnel.
yeah.
Throwing out my
Fucking
Uh,
vision
back
going
going out and
sideways.
shit.
Yo,
Weird fucking noises when you wake up on the morning. You're like, I don't know what that noise was, but that was yeah.
What the hell?
yeah.
My daughter's like jumping on my stomach. She's like, "Let's play." I'm like,
I might
"Fuck."
die.
Bro, canceling plans on fuckers
Yeah,
and
man.
shit.
It's just
Like,
funny.
I'm like telling my wife, "Coffee."
That's
yeah.
what's up, man.
I don't even do a bunch of shit. I'm like, I don't got that type
Yeah.
of energy.
This is a.
Bro,
I
one
like
day,
this. I like these
you
podcast hobbies fun because you just chopping it up. Like so, some of those little details, man. I know you all these years, but some of those little details, I just asked you this question. I didn't know that about you. You know what I mean? You told me tons
Yeah.
of Hong Kong stories, but some of those pieces, like when we were kids, we didn't
I got a bunch
necessarily
of 'em.
care too much about like the
Yeah.
generation and the whole
Yeah.
family picture of it all. So that's cool, man.
Hey, can we talk about some video games?
course.
Because I didn't really have no console, but you guys were fucking renting
Oh,
games.
Final
Final-
Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy,
That was
whatever,
the shit.
a Dreamcast, all that. You guys
I
were
grew up
into
on
that
it.
shit.
Yeah, I didn't have. I didn't have a period where
I think Josh was my introduction
I
to
didn't
it.
really have a period where I didn't have.
No, wait, I played that in Hong Kong. I played in Hong Kong a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, you had a whole Dreamcast.
No, we had
I was really into it.
I always had something at the house.
Yeah.
With the
You still play now, Josh?
periodically. Like it takes me like three
I
to
play on my
5 years to
PC
beat a
now.
game now.
No, I play on PC. I play like a
Yeah.
really niche. It's called The First Descendant. It's
RPG?
MMO. Yeah, a little bit of RPG. It's almost like a little bit of like FF7 style,
Gotcha.
but that's what I play. I play that when I get some
That's
time.
fun.
So what's your all-time favorite game?
Mine is Final Fantasy VII. I'm obsessed with Final Fantasy VII.
What?
Shoot.
Still?
Yo,
That's
Yoshitaka
awesome.
Amano,
The artist?
one of my
Yeah.
inspirations. Loved his
Yeah.
art.
Me too.
You guys
Yeah.
ever talk to
I already know who you're gonna say, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we went to a couple games out there together, all three of us.
Yo.
He went to Academy of Arts
Yeah, he
College,
did.
right?
Yep, he did. He's still doing his art
Is
stuff
he- is
too,
he-
but
is he-
he's living
Yeah?
in Oakland. Last I talked
Okay.
to him, he sent me some
Yeah.
pictures every once in a while and stuff. Yeah, him and I worked on like one of my stories a lot, the Blue Girl story,
Yeah.
a lot. So
Yeah.
The blue-
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember.
I have some art from that
You
too.
got the tatted, right?
no.
The Blue
I had
Girl?
a different. The angel on my arm
it
is a
Green
character from a different, probably the first big story that I wrote. But yeah, But yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, man. Video games are fun though. So you know what though? My grandfather was the big video gamer. He just loved that shit,
Right.
bro.
He was hella good on Pac-Man.
I don't. He liked these. He just liked RPGs. You know, he played like the Final
Tetris.
Fantasies and the older ones. He liked. Yeah, he
Yeah.
loved them, bro. Like he played the very first ones.
He knew the good
Yeah, he
stuff.
played the very first ones. He played all kinds of them, but anime ones and shit like that. Like Star Ocean. You ever heard of Star Ocean? It's like an anime-based RPG. Beautiful anime artwork and shit like that.
I remember when I got my Dreamcast. I was so
He was a
hyped.
character. He loved that stuff. So that's what
Yep.
kept me up on a lot of video games. And my cousin, and of course the boys in the neighborhood. We would mostly just play action
Yeah.
shit. But like, I like stories. I like
EJ.
music. Yeah. I like stories. I like music. I like the artwork. So
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
can captivate me with all the factors,
Hey.
then
I like building stuff
Unlock
too. I
the
used to
memory.
play this game
How
called
about-
Robocraft for a
Yeah.
while, where I could build
oh,
mechs.
that's fun. Yeah, I
Bro.
like that one.
How you guys remember downloading the video game soundtracks from Kazaa?
Of course.
Hell yeah!
But now
That's
now
my
there's
boy.
so
Sean was my plug for all that.
I love the
Yes,
internet for
sir.
a lot of things. It has its downsides, but it has some awesome stuff because you can find all that on the YouTube. People doing renditions,
Linkin Park.
remixes, piano versions.
But back then it just meant so
Oh,
much
because it
more.
was hard to find. It was
yeah.
like
Oh,
it's like striking
fuck yeah.
gold.
You were like,
Bro, when
man,
Sean used to hit me with those burnt CDs, I was like,
Yeah,
"Ooh."
exactly, dog.
yeah. Bro, we
It was good times,
enjoyed
bro.
that music
Yes.
together. Like
Sitting in his
Chemical-
room and Sean and
Chemical
Josh
Brothers
are just
shit.
like breaking down a freaking new rhyme they just wrote it in school.
Yeah, dude.
Sean's
Oh,
making
man.
the beats.
It was fun.
Yeah, bro,
And Josh is busting out some funny lyrics
Dude.
and shit.
I'm just drawing
We
shit.
always had Sean. We always had technical
Dude, those were the
difficulties,
best.
bro.
sessions.
Always.
Bro, the amount
Hey,
of
to this
wires
day,
you
Hey,
would
that's what I'm
buy,
saying.
Radio
Bro.
Shack.
Bro,
Radio
I,
Shack,
so
bro.
I updated my computer, and now my fucking shit don't work.
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, now I gotta troubleshoot this.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a beat. Now I have to wait, but it's cool.
Fruity
I'm
Loops.
talking-
Oh yeah.
I got
It's
that
still
too.
out there, man. It's still
Ooh.
kicking, and it barely looks different.
It's better. It's better than
Yeah.
ever now. And like
I'm
we
just saying, bro. When
grew
people
up with
talk
that.
about fucking even electronic music, I'm like, bro, I was listening to Sandstorm
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
DJ
yeah.
Darude before you fuckers even knew
That's right.
anything about this shit.
Hey, Alice DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alice DJ. There you go.
That's some good shit.
Yo.
It's
love
just
And
funny
fucking
as fuck.
St. John at 94.9 used to do some crazy
Oh, yeah,
mixes.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
The
on.
radio
My
was
favorite
big.
DJ, of course, though, Chewy Gomez, the legend.
Chewy Gomez.
We all got to link up one day.
Oh, we
man.
will.
We all got to link
Yeah,
up
we
one
will,
day.
bro.
Do we absolutely, bro.
We're really
We
not
gotta-
that far. I mean, Josh is like 4 hours away
Yeah.
from me. You're in the Bay. We could totally meet
Yeah,
up
no
somewhere.
doubt.
Man, let's meet up either fucking go get some
In and out.
The tandoori chicken
Oh,
or
Fuck
some
that,
In-N-Out,
dude. Meet
or
up, like fucking just chill for a couple days
yeah,
or
or
whatever.
let's just fucking get a grill and like make our own
yeah,
food,
yeah.
Yeah, like maybe get an Airbnb and then maybe do barbecues and
That'll
shit.
be cool.
man.
Get the whole squad out there.
Just do it at the
Get the whole
house.
squad out
I'm with
there.
it, bro. You just let me
Yeah,
know
like
when,
be
you
near
know.
a beach or some
Yep.
shit, and then we could like, yeah, do some barbecue. Don't
Oh,
need to
dude.
do anything fancy.
I'll bring the music.
Yeah,
You guys bring whatever you
I'll
want to
bring my
bring.
iPad.
Shit.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
good,
I'll
I
bro.
be
can't
I'll be
wait.
the
And
text.
Bring
I'm
the
getting
kids.
hyped.
I'll
I'll be the
bring
text.
mine.
I'll be the
Huh?
tech support. My name is Bill.
I'll bring music and I'll bring my appetite.
Whatever you guys need. Yeah, man. What do you think? How do you think? I want to hear from both of you guys and on this stuff. Like, how do you think that a creative mind, somebody who's has these kind of outlets and thought processes, fits into the rest of the world?
I'll let Sean go first.
No, I let them go first. You
This
was the
is the
guest. What
first
do you
thing that
mean?
a creative mind does is they divert to somebody else while they think of their answer.
No, because Dave, come on. We're not gonna let me go first when we're talking about creative stuff. Come on, bro.
Um,
That's too funny.
all right. Well, that's not an easy question to
Of course not.
answer if you
That's
think
why I
about it.
asked it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, Josh, you're good with these
You're
questions,
welcome.
bro. Yeah,
it's it's
real
it's
professional.
it depends where you want to sit with
Yeah.
it, right?
Okay.
You could go make a YouTube channel,
Yeah.
talk about your art and become big, have 1 million subscribers, and damn,
Yeah.
have your mansion and whatever else. Da,
What
da,
are
da.
those guys
There you
called?
go, done, cool. But if we're talking about from where we came
Right.
from, we grew up in the '90s. Art's a little different,
Mhm.
right? It, like I said before, it was my personal space and blah blah blah. So me coming from that space and that mind, nowadays it's not a very obvious place to be because I don't necessarily want to make a YouTube channel and get 1 million subscribers and become YouTube famous and go viral or whatever the fuck you want to
Mhm.
call it.
Right.
But that doesn't mean I don't want people to look at my art and appreciate it.
Yeah.
So then it comes to the context of like, all right, how do I want to show my art?
Yeah.
Right? Do I
Yeah.
go to a gallery? Do I do the YouTube thing and the Instagram thing? Do I show people my process or what? Or do I do all of it? But then it seems more exhausting to me personally because now I'm feeling like, well, I'm not putting my 100% into my
Yeah.
artwork, right? So that's a hard pocket to be at. It just becomes a personal thing for me. Yeah, I still do my art, right? But as far as like you saying where we fit in nowadays, me personally, it's a very personal thing. If I make something of it, it becomes something. But it's my therapy,
Okay.
right? And I think for a lot of us, it's our therapy because we all still have our 9 to
Let me
5.
let me
Totally,
rephrase the
totally.
question a little bit. So outside of, I'll preface it with this: outside of creating the art itself, just having the mind of a creative person when you're in your day to day, living your day to day life, social groups, work, family. How does a creative mind fit into that world?
I think I look at things very differently than most people. If I'm having a conversation with somebody about
Yeah.
anything, I'm usually trying to look at the positive thing of the situation. I'm usually trying to, all right, we got this going on. What can we do to fix it, or what can we do to mend both sides? Which is sometimes unrealistic, right?
Yeah.
But that's what my creative mind wants to do. I'm not necessarily. I don't like seeing chaos in general, even in my life, right?
Yeah.
So I try to figure out the best thing I could figure out to even the plane, whether it comes to my work, whether it comes to my family, whether it comes to my kids' mood, whether it comes to what the hell I got to do that day,
Yeah.
right? Um, And sometimes that comes with a few losses on my end. Like one day I might be like, all right, I got ABCD things to do today. And then by the end of the day, I've done ABC and I've done it really fucking well. But fuck, I do not have the means or the attention span to do D at that
Yeah.
level. So then I gotta tell myself it's okay. I'll do it a different day.
Yeah.
You know, because I rather do it a different day and give it that whatever percent that I gave to my ABCs than I would have if I had stacked that extra additional task that day. But I'm okay with that because it's gonna bring me
Right.
peace. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm not drained. I can come home and still play with my daughter for a couple hours
Yeah.
per
Yeah.
se. Or I can go wrench on my car for a little bit, or I can spend some time with my wife a little bit and not be pissed off and irritated and blah blah blah. You
Hell
know,
yeah.
like so I think that comes from a creative mindset. I think that comes from people who look outside of logic per se. You
Yeah.
know, we're looking at sounds, we're looking at pictures, we're looking at visual things, colors, and how it affects us, right?
Yeah.
Like me, one day I realized I had no fucking plants in my house, and it bothered the fuck out
This
of me.
place is
So I
this
literally
place
have
is a
like I
prison
think
cell.
8 different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like you guys
I
understand what
do.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like those are I think how creative minds figures out solutions. Like me, if I'm stressed out about something, like I fix everything in my own
Yeah.
house, right? Like if my floor
Yep.
breaks, I fix it. If my toilet breaks, I fix it. And I think, yeah, I have an engineering background and blah blah blah, but I think that's more so I'm
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
I can think
Yes.
about the creative way of coming up with a
Yeah.
solution, and it makes me feel good. And then at the same time, I'm getting a satisfaction of accomplishing
Yeah. No doubt.
something.
No doubt. That's
You
good, man.
know, like that kind of like that's how I apply it in my life, at least. Like I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I know like how art has definitely dictated my
Yeah.
life.
It's a core component of how you perceive the world and how you operate within it.
Yeah,
In
yeah. I'll use logic, but I will have art in my mind to figure it out some ways or another.
well, that's just how you are. It's your way you're wired.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
dope.
You know,
I that you answered that shit hella
Yeah. Yeah.
nicely,
That's
bro.
really
Good
dope,
job.
man. I appreciate that.
I sometimes I sometimes talk a lot, so
Well,
sometimes tell me to shut
well,
up
that's
if I
really
need
good
to.
for a podcast.
Nah,
Could you imagine? Hey,
that's why we
let's give
got
him a
you here,
sample
bro.
of the No Talk podcast real quick.
Yeah, I really like
You
silence.
couldn't even do it. You couldn't even do it for 5 seconds.
I was like, that was like 3 seconds.
That's how I operate. See, some of my creative side comes out in a sense of playfulness, I guess, and changing the
Yeah.
world. Does that make sense?
You can't take shit too seriously, man. The world is plenty
Well,
serious
yeah,
as
and
is.
like the societal aspects of things, those are all manufactured. To hear that word
Yeah.
very specially, manufactured. So mankind will take ideas and say, no, this is how it's done. You can't go outside the box with this.
And don't you dare
Yeah, that's
question
right.
it.
And I love authority and structure, and I think that there's
Right.
some beauty in that as well. But I think,
We wouldn't be what we
Yeah.
were if we didn't have structure.
oh yeah, it's
I
important.
mean,
But it can be challenged because it can change as long as it's as long as it's possible within your means to change. You know what I mean? But Sean, what about you, man?
yes, absolutely.
How do you think that the creative people fit into this world?
Like for me, like I I know I'm not like the greatest artist, but I know what art is. That's why like I appreciate
You
people
still
who
have the eye.
like that's why I appreciate people who are really good at what they're doing. It could be a person who draws really good, like Dave, or it could be like a comedian. Like as long as there's a creative process to whatever that their craft is, I can look at that and be amazed. And all those people are different from each other, and they all kind of make the world like entertaining and better for me.
You appreciate it.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, yes, I love that. You know, I'll dabble into this, like, and I take a little bit of that and like I apply to my life. Like, I like to live my life like
Yeah.
artistically. Like, you know, my
I look at Sean's life in as far as the creative aspect. I think Sean just kind of like he has this flow vibe. He
flow.
doesn't anything. He doesn't let anything jolt him out of his
Mm.
place. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always like chill. He's always at this level. Even if shit is fucked up, he's still
True.
chill.
Unless he's at FedEx and they fucking forget his name.
That shit be bothering me.
But that's
And fake
understandable.
balconies.
But yeah, yeah. Hey, bro, we got some memories. I know, Josh, we're talking about some serious stuff. I got some crazy memories with Dave. I don't even know if I want to tell anybody, but I'm about just, yo, before I even get into that, you guys ever written a love letter?
Yes, somewhat. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, only my good
Dave,
ones from my wife.
remember that one time? See? Yo, so I don't do that shit, but one time I wrote a love letter and I gave it to Dave to give it to somebody else.
Shit.
Bro, that shit was so embarrassing, bro. Yo.
Fuck. See, this is what I'm talking about,
Shit.
bro.
Bro,
I don't even remember that shit. That's
and like
crazy.
I'm all feeling like, oh, I like this, and I mean, like, so I'm in my feelings, and I wrote this letter. I'm like, yo, Dave, can you read this real quick to see if it makes
Fucking
sense?
poetry boy over here.
Bro, this guy, he read the first line and he fucking misread it and shit. And I was like, oh, that's how she's gonna read it. Fuck this shit.
You know what, Sean? I remember this, bro, because you were like, "Fuck that," and you like
Oh,
threw that shit
shit.
away or something.
Yeah, because it's just the way Dave read it. Because I'm all like, oh yeah, this and that, and Dave's like, oh, what the fuck?
Oh shit.
And I'm like, cause like I have shitty handwriting, and the first line's like, I'm hoping you can read my
Squiggly
handwriting,
as
and
fuck.
Dave's like, I'm hopping. He's like, why you hopping? I was like, bro, it's hopping.
Oh shit. Yeah,
And I was like,
Oh,
yeah, never mind, bro.
that's so funny, bro.
bad idea,
That's
bad
so
idea.
funny, man.
Yeah, but that's how far we go back, bro.
No doubt.
Motherfucker
That's
talking about
crazy,
writing
man.
letters.
No doubt, man.
That's
Letters.
Well,
crazy.
that's good shit, man.
Never
Let
again. Never again. And then I realized I was like, I'm not meant for
Yeah,
this shit, bro.
yeah. It's too funny, man. Hey, man, let's keep reminiscing, but let's keep it moving as well on the topic. So, you
Yeah,
know,
my
no,
bad.
you're good, you're good.
I just be remembering
That's
random
what makes it
shit.
fun. So let's get into. I don't got the sound effects, bro, but you doing that for me since you're spilling your beer, anyways. Over straight out the nose. Shit. Ain't got no snack boy Sean in here today. We got fucking
Oh my
bottle
god.
popping.
Uh, hell
Yeah,
no.
don't do that. Don't get caught doing that at a Diddy party, dog. I guess the only ones they only have those are gonna be only happening on Cell Block One nowadays.
Somebody needs some baby
Yeah,
oil.
yeah, exactly. They're gonna run low on baby oil in prison soon. Nah,
I got
hey,
a
let's
little.
get into it. Let's get into it. Dave, we do this segment called "What Grinds My Gears," and so what grinds my gears basically is just like, hey, you know what kind of shit pissed me off? Oh man, let me tell you what, dude. People
Oh
on the
Lord.
road last week were pissing me off so bad, especially on Friday. I don't know what got into people's ass on Friday, man, but they were like flying, bro. Like I was just cruising along. It's along the coastline here.
Hmm.
It's got some cliffs and shit. It's 45 miles an hour, so you're already going pretty quick on these roads. Motherfuckers going like 70 at least, trying to fly around and shit. So you ever just like make it not possible for people to do that? But like I just
Um,
Yeah,
paced with the car
if I
to the
can,
right
yeah.
of me, And so the
Hell
guy
yeah.
behind me was just like flashing lights and doing all this other shit. Ironically, driving a Tesla,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, I'm just gonna cruise right here. And then the thing that really grinds my gears about this, and I'll only use this one example, but there was like 12 that day. I'm telling you. So then this dude fucking finally, the guy to my right, we get to a red light and he turns right. So then the Tesla gets up in pole position and boom, it turns green and he takes off again. Right. I go drop my kids off, get back on that road, and I'll carry on with my business on the way to work. And I end up catching up to this motherfucker anyways. What was the point of
All
risking
that for
everybody's
nothing.
life out here for that shit, only to just get the same exact spot as me? And I was just doing my thing. I don't know. That
Yeah.
That's how it
pisses me
goes.
off because so many people die on the road all the time. You know,
Oh my
man? And
god.
like, fuck, I ain't trying to die out there. I want to die of old age.
Bro, can
Yes,
I go next?
let's go.
Bruh.
It's, you know what grinds my gears when I spit beer out my nose. Oh shit!
I never do
In the last 5 minutes, I've never done.
That's never happened in the last 2 minutes.
that.
Yeah, man.
No. So I'm in traffic as usual. And like I'm here and I give myself enough fucking whatever the clearance
Yeah,
room, you
yeah.
know? Cause I'm not following this person like hella close. Person behind me, he thinks he's fucking got this shit figured out. Like he's all on me, and he thinks I'm the problem. Like this whole traffic is because of me.
It probably is.
So I'm just here, and the guy's just like, "Arr," like I'm like, and I can see him through the little mirror. And I'm like, dude, what can I do? And he just fucking does this crazy maneuvering shit, gets in front of me, and now he's doing the same shit. I'm like, bro, you were in my little safe distance now. Nothing changed for you or
Oh,
me. You're here. Like, you were fucking behind me doing the same shit. Now you're doing the
yeah.
same thing to the guy in front of me. And we're like in the same place.
Damn, I hate that shit.
Like, this is traffic hours. Like, and then I'm like a few minutes later, I switched lanes and I fucking went like 7, 8 cars in front of him. I'm like, bro,
That's exactly the same type of people, bro. They're everywhere.
like what are we
They're
doing?
everywhere. They're the worst ever.
Where the fuck is Dave?
He logged out, bro.
Damn, he dipped.
Yeah, he's like, bro.
Hey, did his phone
Oh,
die?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, that could be a thing.
Okay, good.
Dang.
He gave me an update. It says, yeah.
There he is.
See if he comes back in here. He's gonna be like, you know what grinds my gears when my phone
Bro,
kicks me
he's
out.
not even in the car. He got abducted by aliens and shit. They sucked him through the sunroof.
It's too funny. One of them tests.
But yeah, so that's not what I really
Dave,
had.
you're back.
But you just
That's not your real one?
yeah, no, you just reminded me like this just happened
Yeah.
to me. But my actual one is like, all right, you know how? Damn, Dave,
Just keep it rocking.
bro. So you know how the algorithm knows
I
everything about
fucking
you,
hate the algorithm.
right? They're always listening, right? It's like, yo, so you know everything.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck are you showing me ads for the shit I already have?
Oh, true.
Like I already have this product. Every time I go somewhere, do you have this? Yes. You know this. Give me a different ad.
Keep trying to. Have you ever heard of socks? Yes, I've heard of them. I'm wearing them right now.
Yeah,
Would you like
hey,
some more?
different product.
Fuck off, algorithm.
Yeah, like I have these things. You know what I mean?
Dave, are you back all the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey, you
I
made
don't know
it.
what happened.
We were
What
just talking
happened?
about.
Your
I
phone
think my
better?
wife texted me and it fucked up my connection. I know, that can be taken many ways, right?
It's too funny, man.
No, it's just funny. I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, Sean and I both had a traffic traffic related, what grinds my gears. But Sean also said the algorithm be pissing him off because it continuously tries to advertise to him the same thing he already has.
Well, algorithm listens to everything. Your phone is like your soulmate. It knows all your
It's
shit.
really a spy.
It literally
Skynet.
is. It's like it's all of it, bro. Like, man.
Yeah.
I don't know,
So,
man. We're getting there. We're
what
fucking
was your
getting there.
first phone? What was your first phone?
I had a phone from Metro.
Oh hell yeah!
It was a little flip
We
phone,
all did.
little Motorola flip
Hell
phone.
yeah!
Yeah,
Damn,
bro.
I had a
I was psyched when
Nokia.
I had a camera on my fucking phone.
Oh, I didn't have no camera. I had a fat ass Nokia.
No, that was later on after I upgraded, bro.
Remember when Metro had the initial
Yeah,
Nokias?
the little small brick.
Yeah,
Yeah, but with the you could
the
pull the antenna
Fatos.
out.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Fatties.
pull
The
the
65. I forget what
it
their
was,
model was, but yeah. I used to work for
yeah,
AT&T for a while fixing their phones. I used to work on Blackberries and shit.
Oh yeah.
nice. I was on T-Mobile. I
Yeah.
worked for T-Mobile. I was
We
such a bad salesman and shit.
No, we used to
You want a
fix their
fucking
phones.
phone? Say, yo, what's up? Welcome to T-Mobile. You want a fucking phone?
You're gonna
They'd be
get
like,
this
"Oh yeah,
too,
try
and
to sell
this,
them plans." I'm like, "How do I
and
just
the
sell them
Like
charger.
you don't even you can't
They have
afford a
to
phone.
come.
Get the fuck out. It's like,
No, it's like, bro, if they come to me like they need a phone, I got a phone for
I
them.
got
But I
you.
can be like, hey, you need a phone. Hey,
Sean
hey.
approaches them like a drug dealer. I got what you need, man.
people just
Yeah.
walking by you in the mall, like, hey, good afternoon. Have a good day.
Nah.
How many phones did you sell today, Sean? I don't know. How many people did you talk to? 753. They're all having a good day.
No. Hey, a couple of times I sold a few contracts and I was like, this is happening. You know?
I am on my way.
Funny, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. But some of these guys are like, I sold 70 contracts.
Bro,
today.
I
I'm
would
like,
sell the shit out of anything, bro.
whoa.
I could sell ice to a fucking
Yeah,
Eskimo.
it's
You hear
hard
me?
to sell shit, bro.
I was thinking
It's
about
really
what
hard to
grinds
sell
my
shit.
gears. I think I finally
All right,
got
what
mine.
is it, bro? Spit that.
Oh, let's go, bro. Because I know they'd be mad.
Yeah, what's Mad Dave all about?
All right, bro. So I work in the casino area, right? So I normally am not on the casino floor. I'm usually in the back of house, but once in a while, I actually got to be on the floor with all the visitors.
The riff raff.
I just don't bro. It's just annoying because you could be walking at a certain pace because I usually have to like get somewhere, and I'm just walking in front of people that are literally going like 5 miles per hour.
Get the fuck out of my
Like
way.
it's not even slow. Like you can't even quite categorize it as slow because it's just like barely moving. And it's not just one of them. They create like a wall, so you can't go around them.
Shit.
And I can't be a dick because I work on this property.
Yeah.
I have to be professional. So I'm just like kind of like there
Damn.
waiting.
That's
and
the only
waiting.
time. That's the only time Dave can't be a dick
you
when
have
he's
a-
on the clock.
Like no,
Does
bro,
intrusive
but,
thoughts
man,
ever come through your mind where you're just like, if I just kick this
Bro,
motherfucker?
when I get to my warehouse, so we have like a storage facility where we keep all equipment, and usually me and Mateo, or like one of my coworkers, will be walking there together. Once we get into that warehouse, we're like cussing for a good 2.5 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah,
Funny.
therapy,
Yeah.
bro. And I've been working on this contract for 9 years, so I've been dealing with it for
Yeah,
9
there's
years.
zombies
So,
in your way and shit.
like, I'm at like Buddha's level of like patience.
You got to in places like
Damn.
that, man. Any customer service shit, definitely.
Yeah, no, I don't deal with customers. That's like the satisfying
Right.
thing. I deal with like all the executives and shit like
Yeah.
that because we just gotta take care of all their office equipment. And
Yeah, yeah. But they're your customers,
yeah, I would never ever deal with like the actual
clients. Yeah.
visitors and stuff. No freaking way, man. No way. It would drive me You would be because I talk with security a
Yeah.
lot. Like you would be just baffled by some of the stuff we hear.
Well,
Like it's
Hey,
it's
you
just
ever see any
wild.
crazy? You ever
Huh?
see any crazy? You ever see a crazy crime over there?
Yeah.
what's the craziest
Yeah.
You
one?
want to tell us some like crazy shit you seen?
Um.
Are you allowed to?
Not well, honestly, probably not.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Um, just I've had my life threatened by multiple homeless
Oh,
people
jeez.
of both genders.
Okay.
Are
I
they?
Both genders
Yeah,
at
are
the
they
have
same
both the
time?
same gender at the same time?
no. Like, bro, 9 years. Like I said, I've had males threaten me. I've had women like threaten to kill
Mm-hmm.
us because we
Damn.
were not getting in the car with her.
Mm.
I've had, yeah, just all, bro. There's so many stories, but
Is there ever people?
stories for escorts. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, working women.
Are,
It's
are
just,
there ever people?
it's
Are there
hilarious.
ever people out there trying to like relive the hangover?
All the time, every day,
Every day, a motherfucker's
Damn.
coming in here
every
talking about they
day,
got a baby named Carlos.
every day, bro. And the funny thing is, I am a valid testament to that because I don't just sit in one property. I'm
Yeah.
going from Horseshoe to Caesars to, I'm doing all the properties.
Yeah.
So like, I hear it from all
So
of
the
them.
mantra, right? One of the mantras of Vegas is the what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
Yeah, not
people are,
anymore, bro. It's called internet.
yeah, but people are still chasing that when they come out there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And now like living over there, it's so obvious the ones who
Yeah.
are.
Well, we can't have a what grinds our gears segment without a what made my day piece as well. So, you know, I will even go so far as to say I had a good week.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Congrats.
dude. Fucking A. That's
Hell yeah.
probably hard to come by in this
It
day and
is.
age.
It is.
Yeah.
So that
It
alone
is.
just feels good. Just that. It's like, bro,
You're just being able to
Yeah.
breathe a little better
bro,
today.
fucking every day. Like,
Bruh.
even the days I had to stay late, like, everything was straight, dog. Everything was straight. Like,
Yeah.
there was a couple days where I'm like
Yeah.
fucking not home until 7, some shit like that at night.
Man, I'm starting to hear the Ice Cube instrumental in
Yeah,
the back.
bro.
Dun, 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 dun,
Today
dun, dun,
seems
dun,
kind
dun,
of
dun.
odd. Mom,
Yeah.
get the breakfast, no hog.
Today was a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
day.
Didn't have to use my
exactly.
AK. I gotta say
Bro,
today
that
was a
song
good
is
day.
one of my
Today
favorites.
was a good day.
Not only is the song jamming, but like there's somebody out there in the internet that went line for line on that song.
They
Yeah, and they took
decoded
all
that
the
shit.
evidence of the things that he's talking about had happened in the story of the song, and they narrowed it down to like it has to be one of these couple days. That's how fuck. It was pretty
Damn.
dope, bro. It's pretty dope.
That is awesome.
AI, tell me where Ice Cube
Yeah,
was.
no, it's because somebody already figured it out that AI would
Yeah.
just do the search on that shit. But yeah, I had a good week, man, and
Yeah.
just things were happening. Um, I knocked out a couple goals I was chasing, trying to get my fitness back and just eat healthy throughout the week.
Is this like a new thing you're trying to get into?
I got
Or
sick.
you're just trying to
I
get
got
back in?
sick in November, really bad with what I
Right.
probably would say more than likely was a COVID or some shit, and it fucked me up.
Yeah.
It fucked me
Damn.
up bad. So, for the Air Force, I'm required to do a PT test every year. Uh, and,
Right.
you might have to do it twice a year if your score is under a 90%, and it's all factored out to your age and your gender
Yeah.
and all that shit. So, it gets a little easier as you get a little older. So, it's not completely hard or nothing, but man, I got so sick, bro, I
Right.
couldn't do nothing. Like I couldn't even
Right.
I didn't even start running until February, and I couldn't even get like a quarter mile. So every week since February, like second week of February, I started testing myself, see where I could be, and just I got stuck for a minute. I kind of got stuck, plateaued for like 2 weeks straight, and I'm just like, fuck. It kind of fucked with my head, but on Monday I had a breakthrough and I just blew it out the water, and that just started my week off with the momentum. So that felt good. Getting
Right.
healthier, kind of
Yeah.
feeling
Let's
like
go,
myself
dude.
again.
Hell
So
yeah.
that made my day
There
on
you go.
Monday, and I think just that starting out the week with a victory that was not necessarily manufactured, but it was self-driven to take.
It's a step in the direction you're trying to
Yeah,
get
so
to.
like
So
I was
yeah,
like, I have to
absolutely.
get this. Today's the day. I kept telling myself that all day, and then like I went out and knocked it out, and I just fucking was boom. After that, the rest of the week was cakewalk because I just was
Yeah,
I was just in victory mode. I was in win mode. You know what I mean? So every task that came my way is like, shh, I can't be defeated. Let's go. So I
yeah.
appreciate
No,
when
for
those
sure.
moments happen.
Sometimes you need that.
Man, when those moments happen, they just feel so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
No, for
that's what it
sure.
was for me. What y'all got?
Awesome.
What
There
what
Sean,
goes.
you
makes
want
your
to go?
day?
There goes first.
Okay. Uh,
Alphabetical order, you know.
I didn't have anything like crazy, but I would say like because my days are pretty like kind of the same every day type of
Yeah,
thing. But so my car's pretty modified, you know.
nice. I
But
expect nothing less.
so I have to,
I
huh?
expect nothing less from you.
So I have to detune it and do a lot of stuff
Hmm.
to pass emissions.
Okay.
So I had that coming up, and now I'm 41. It's
You gotta
not,
climb in there and get it all right.
yeah. So I have to, I did, but anyways, I did
Hell
it.
yeah.
I did the smog. It passed emissions. So and it was done. Last time it took me about like 3 weeks to get it
Yeah.
done. This time it only took me 3 days.
Hell yeah.
So
Bro, that's
Sick.
dope.
yeah, so that was like stoked because I didn't have to pay no damn fines
Yeah,
for
no
it.
shit. I hate taxes,
Yeah, that
fines, all that
yeah,
shit. Fuck all that.
yeah. No state taxes here though.
Yeah, well, I don't got them either because I'm a Texas resident.
Ah,
I'm just stationed in Cali.
You're a
buy
Texan?
Yeah.
property in Texas,
I
bro.
might. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Life's still ticking. You know what I mean?
This motherfucker's gonna end up in Philippines.
Nah, I'll be in America. I ain't leaving the country. I love America too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Sean? Man, what makes your day, dog?
Bro, just seeing you motherfuckers thriving and doing good.
Nah,
Makes my
this is
day.
feeling
Yeah.
good, bro. It's good to talk to you.
Hell yeah.
Cause I've been under the weather, like hella allergies and this and
Is it
that. Like,
just allergies? You good, like health wise? Everything else?
overall, I'm pretty good, bro. But like this week, I was like dying. Just like I
Yeah.
had a fucked up week health
Take
wise.
some allergy pills, bro. Take some allergy pills.
I took one, but it's fucking slow motion. But it's all good now. Like I'm not fully better, but just
Yeah, take your time.
just taking it with y'all like that.
Yeah.
It makes me happy, bro. Like I ain't even mad. Like I
Hell
love
yeah.
it.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. Yeah, man. That's what's up.
Good, bro.
Well, there's a lot going on in the world, boys. I think I'll start this next segment of current events out with have you checked out Kanye West's new album? Did
No,
you know
sir.
that he dropped one at midnight last night? So I guess midnight
No.
Friday.
Bro, I've been so disconnected from like music in general. I heard the Kendrick Lamar
Oh hell
stuff,
yeah,
but
the greatest.
Yeah.
but yeah, but like I'm so like the music that I like. It's crazy. I like Wu Tang.
Yeah, no shit. Wu Tang,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Like
Yeah,
you like music.
like I
You
like
like music.
Yeah, we call that
I
real
like
music.
the shit that I like. Like
Nah, but
I like Bone Thugs. Like that's the type of hip hop I used to listen
I
to.
still
Like
do.
now it's like
Well, Kendrick's GNX
Yeah.
shit took me back.
I like Kendrick. I like Kendrick.
And Mr. Morale's good too. Those are good. Like,
But to be honest with you guys, bro, I've just been listening to a lot of just like electronic music.
I'm not surprised by that either.
You always did, bro.
It's just better. Like
You don't get caught up in the other stuff, all the bullshit and the.
yeah, like dude, it's like it's not good energy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's not good
That's one.
energy.
That's actually
like
one of
we
my
already
critiques on the Kanye. It's called Bully.
You actually
Yeah, bro, I
heard it
listened to it. He has a 45-minute YouTube video.
already?
Yeah, 45-minute YouTube video of it. He plays it back twice. Oh yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire will get your ass going.
That's wild.
Remember?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Alright,
I'll be right
we'll
back.
be here.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire's the grooves, bro. They got the fucking jams. Though.
Hell yeah. So I heard Kanye West was like going
Bro,
on
he's
on
off
Twitter,
the chain, dog.
and I don't follow him, right? And then I was like, let me go see what he talking about. And then they were like, you can't even follow him because like you gotta pay $4 or some shit. I'm like,
I
it
ain't
ain't
follow
bad,
him.
bro. I'm like, Kanye's
He's gonna all his dumb shit.
Hey,
hell
can
no.
y'all see me?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
seeing you right now in this chat is a loose term, but yes.
All right, like you see the
yeah,
ghost of me.
yeah, you're
Call me
Yeah.
Phantom
been
B.
buffering for an hour and 10 minutes.
My dial-up is acting up.
He still got that shit. That Flash player is still loading. But yeah,
Like, don't
you
call
know what?
nobody. I gotta download this
Yeah,
song.
shit. Get off the line. You know how Dave was talking about how he was listening to more electronic music because the hip hop and that kind of shit has kind of got like a real negative vibes to it. Well, this Kanye West bully thing definitely has some dark
Yeah.
It's
vibes to it.
trash.
No, it's not trash. It
Yeah.
just
Hmm.
is what it is. It's interesting because it's like 13, 15, well, maybe it's like 16 minutes long, 16, 17 minutes long. But
So
he
it's
plays
one
it back
song?
twice. No, it's like 6
Dave,
songs.
this for you, brother.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, good shit right there.
Chemical
But
Brothers.
he has like a AI.
Yes,
He has
sir.
like an AI video in the YouTube, and it's like a AI of his son beating the shit out of a bunch of wrestlers for 45 minutes straight with a hammer.
What a great.
It's some
What art.
weird spectacle shit, man. But like,
Some
I
art.
just try to see what's going on, and
Yeah.
I
So what's your take on it? Like, what do you? Since I haven't really listened
dark.
to it, like what?
Has a dark, ominous undertone to the whole thing. It's very creative. It's actually a pretty interesting sound, and the video will just kind of trip you out a little bit. But I don't
Yeah.
know. It's probably not something I would play often or ever again. There's one song on it called "Circles" that I kind of thought was catchy a little bit, but yeah, Kanye's
Yeah.
so weird, man. He's on this Nazi shit. I'm not. I'm not really vibing.
I
Yeah.
I'm
don't
not
know,
really
man.
vibing with his.
I don't know. It's
I
like
feel like somebody had brought
It's
this up, but I thought about it a little bit more. But it's like, does he push the world away from him as an antagonist, just to test to see how addicted people are to this kind
I
of stuff?
think he's just exploiting. I think he's just exploiting what people are very into anyways nowadays, which is attention.
Right.
And he's just trying to create different levels of attention with
So like,
people.
if he's just
Like
being
he's trying.
so obnoxious and assholish,
He's being the rapper. He's being like the Kardashian of
he'll be like,
rappers.
yeah, I'll tell you. But look, the world, hey world, I'm gonna be the biggest asshole. I'm gonna fucking say,
Yeah. Before he was
talk
unique.
about,
Now he's not unique anymore. So now he's like, all right, I'm gonna make
yeah. So this
some
whole lifestyle
bold.
that he's living with the bold shit and all that nasty
Yeah.
comments he makes about
This
people.
is just media garbage. Like before, back in the day, media had like a general
Yeah.
direction. Now anyone can do anything, and it'll be
But
consumed.
I'm wondering if like that's his art angle. It's not even the music. It's that
That's how he's making
I'm
money
gonna be
now. Yeah,
this
it's
total
the
piece of shit
yeah,
asshole character, and
yeah,
I'm gonna make such good music that they're still gonna listen to it anyways, and that's the art. That's the art that he's going for.
yeah. Because people feed into
So
it. You
weird.
know,
so he's going for
like
the shock value.
Yeah,
everyone feed
but it's
into
not
it.
about the music. It's
Like
not about people feeding into it.
it's not about. It's
It's to
never been
prove
about the music. A lot of it's
the
never been
art is
about
to
the music.
prove the point that people will still go listen to it because either because he's Kanye or because the music's actually good, despite whatever
Yeah,
he is as a character. I don't know.
yeah. Even the beef
It's
stuff,
weird.
in my opinion, is just another attention grabber.
Yeah.
Even between like Kendrick Lamar and Drake, like
Well, yeah, in a way, but
that's
it's also just to smash somebody. That was like the ultimate
yeah,
competition.
which is like hip hop
Yeah,
in its
it was the
Yeah,
ultimate smash.
essence. Yeah,
we hadn't seen that in a while.
No, that
yeah,
made music exciting last year.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
for
first,
sure. It was freaking everywhere. It still is
yeah, the
everywhere.
first time I got excited about anything music since like 2019.
Yeah,
So I'll take it. But yeah, man. Yeah, Kanye's in the weird place, man. It really is. can't figure that shit out at all.
That to figure out in Hollywood.
Yeah, man. Sean left us. I don't know what happened. He's going through.
Yo!
He was flipping through his records and shit, and then he just disappeared. He said like 2 words in the last 5 minutes. And then he was like, now he's gone. What happened?
That beer's
The
getting
aliens
to
got him. Fucking, they beat him out.
What do you think about all that UAP shit, bro?
It's I don't know.
What do you think? Where's your head at? Do you think aliens exist or it's all bullshit?
Well, whatever I say is not representative of the Department of Defense or the Department of the Air Force. This is just my sole opinion, not an official statement, just my personal perspective. I think that technology like that obviously certainly does exist. Is it aliens?
Anti-gravity?
Yeah. Is it aliens? I don't know. Is it another country? Who knows? Is it us? Probably. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think that whenever you think back to all the stories people say and all that shit, like is it what do they call that when they find a technology and they
Reverse engineering.
That's what exactly I was looking for. Maybe I think there's
Yeah.
some truth to that. If this is
Yeah.
an ancient life form or a extraterrestrial life form, I don't know, man. I think those things could exist. I'm a spiritual person. I believe I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
Believe in the Bible and the prophecies and the stories of those that were told. And to me, it could be a spiritual, it could be a supernatural. The Genesis will tell you that the creation. I believe in creation. So like the Genesis will tell you that God had people here, his angels, they called the Watchers, here to on the earth to actually monitor mankind in the early days, and they took advantage of mankind, and then also corrupted them and corrupted the earth. So, if that's a story that I believe in, if that's the history that I believe in of creation, certainly, if you ask me if a UAP could exist, my answer would be possibly. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
That's very Air Force of you.
It's not a weather balloon.
It's the
I don't believe.
Man, my spectrum on that is like all
Yeah.
over the place. I go into my fantasy world
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck yeah, there
Why not?
exists. They're
Yeah.
there. Why the fuck not, right? I'm like, we don't know shit. We don't know anything about how even the galaxy or the
Yeah.
universe or much less
I mean,
space operates. So who knows? But whether it's in
Yeah.
our realm to see it or not see it or question it, I think that's beyond us. I think we got more serious problems to worry about.
I think I like the fact that the disclosure stuff is happening, but I'm also cautious enough.
I don't even. Yeah, it's like pinhole amounts of stuff.
Oh.
They're not even really like telling
Because
you much of.
the people that are charged to do it are like stonewalled by other agencies.
Yeah.
Often they're not given the access that they probably should in order to do what they need to do. But maybe there's reasons for that, or maybe it's so.
Who knows, man? I'm just trying to live my life.
Yeah.
I'm a little
It is
human
interesting,
being
though.
on this
It
planet
is
Earth.
interesting as fuck.
Trying to draw some pictures.
But I think there's a possibility that maybe some of the crafts that are being described, they move so fast that some people believe that you couldn't be in a.
The anti-gravity stuff kind of makes logical sense to me
Yeah.
because I'm like, if you're not affected by gravity or mass, you have no limitation on what speed you can
Yeah,
move.
but that's something that we don't comprehend. Like the general public can't comprehend. Like, can you make a human body do that? Maybe it's not.
What do you mean it has no wings? How does it fly?
So then the other thing is that there's somebody was explaining this. It was a pretty prominent figure. If it were able to transverse the dimension, for example, like how you see people go through a portal. Maybe it's not moving at a high speed; it's actually jumping through portals. But it's happening.
Right, it's like kind of like
in
bridging a
concession.
gap.
So you have like portal, 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 and it's continuously doing that. So it appears to the human eye that it's moving fast, but
Yeah.
it's really not.
There's so many unlimited ways
Going
things can
through a
happen.
portal, which is crazy because
There's so many different ways, man. Like we don't know what exists out there. That's what's my point. Like I'm like, we're not smart enough to quite understand it yet either. I'm like, when they say Egypt existed for 3,000 years prior to us, I'm like, we're not even at that scale.
but
yet.
they just found some shit about Egypt. You seen that?
Yeah, the underground. Yeah,
some
it's
wild
crazy.
shit. Sean, have you heard of that?
I believe it. I'm like,
The scans that they released about underneath the pyramids.
yeah.
Nah, I'm not.
I
I'm
think
not
they've
up
had
on
that scans for a
Not
while.
yet.
Let me see if I can pull it up, bro.
Not yet. I've been
Sean,
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's some Godzilla shit. It's some
Ooh.
Godzilla shit, bro. They're gonna be like, next they're gonna say Godzilla exists.
Oh shit.
I'm like, where King Kong at?
What about Bigfoot?
Oh hell yeah, bro! I love the big.
I think Bigfoot is like a monkey to them. They're like, yeah, we've known about Bigfoot. He's whatever. He doesn't do shit. He doesn't harm anyone.
Yeah.
For real, he's always hiding.
Yeah, he's just hanging out, eating leaves.
And he's like, his foot's not even that big. He wears size 19.
It's awesome.
Loch Ness, yeah, we don't care about that either.
Yeah, he's like, his foot's slightly bigger than LeBron. He ain't.
I'm not even gonna play the audio.
Your shit is hitting.
Can you guys?
Damn, bro.
I'm gonna see if I can screen share over here. I don't know if I'm able to.
The pyramid.
Yeah. Let's see if this dude. I'm not gonna do the sound. I'll just. Let's see.
Just the image.
One of my favorite E40 lines is just like, motherfucker, you were a square. I'm a pyramid.
My lady might walk in. She's coming back from one of her
That's
gigs.
fine, bro.
No problemo.
All right. Can you guys see this?
Oh, shit. Not yet.
No.
Dude, I'm just gonna say it for my first ever podcast for oh wait.
We're listening, Dave.
My setup's pretty cool, man. This shit's sturdy.
Okay.
Other than my frame rate, that's ass and my connection.
Yeah, part six.
This will do, bro.
But yeah, the audio sounds good. It's coming through good.
Cool.
You know, tell me about the underground pyramids, so.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this.
Bro, I wish I had another joint.
Yes, sir.
It's okay. Got a little bit left.
Trying to get this thing to go.
Man.
I won't even look at.
I wish I didn't have these stupid ass allergies, man.
It's all good, bro. Take some allergy pills, bro. Seriously.
Yeah, I know.
Take some Claritin or some shit.
I've been taking a few different ones.
Because it gets windy where I'm at. We get like 50-mile-per-hour winds.
Yeah, man. Everybody's cutting grass and like shit is falling. It's like raining and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. You guys are getting a lot of rain right now?
Can you guys?
Yeah, and we don't really need to either,
Are you guys getting the screen share now?
you know?
Nah, bro.
Weak sauce. All right. Well, we're gonna
Very weak sauce.
Yeah.
The sauce is so
have to
weak.
go without it, dog. We're gonna have to go.
Don't
without
you
it.
laugh, Sean.
But yeah, Sean, they took this thing called SAR,
Describe
an
it.
SAR scan, which basically from like the sky or whatever, and they lasered down underneath the second pyramid, the middle pyramid. It's called the Khufu pyramid, and it revealed like these pillars that go like 16 kilometers under the ground, and then under the and there's
Jesus,
8
that's
of
like
them.
8 miles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's 8 of them,
Yeah.
and they're like in a perfect symmetrical.
Yeah. And doesn't it have like a
Design.
spiral
And
design?
it has a pathway that goes all the way down, and then underneath that there's these 2 giant like squared things out there as well, and then inside the pyramid are all these little structures that kind of look like a Chinese, kind of like a pagoda building. Fucking crazy, dude. I wish I could do a screen share to show you like the images, but
It's
I'll send
wild.
it your way.
You can pull it up, Sean. It's like,
I'll send it your way.
That I gotta look into
It's just
that.
crazy because like that's the thing is that a lot of the stuff that we propose as that we know as a fact is often found out to be later just almost right. You know what I'm saying? And then there's more to the story. So like there's hella pyramids all over around the world that have not even been fully excavated or uncovered.
have you seen the ones that are like hidden under the Amazonian
Yeah,
growth?
exactly. But even like
It's crazy,
yeah,
isn't it?
man, that's
And it's
in the early
huge.
1900s when they started like really opening those things up. They were just a hill with trees on them and shit.
Yeah.
But now people are
Yeah.
going there as a tourist site and they have every stone uncovered, and it's that's only a lifetime if you think about it.
We definitely had a civilization existing long before we did.
Yeah.
We had the I think like we had the restart button.
Yeah, that's in my opinion what the worldwide flood was, right? Wiped the humanity out and it reset a lot of things. And now the flood could have come from,
Damn.
like some people say, the comet or whatever, or many times. But
Yeah.
I mean, the world is fragile, so it could have been many things throughout the years as well. But
Yeah, it's fascinating.
it
stuff,
is,
bro.
man, it is.
It's crazy. It just tells us how much we don't
Yeah.
know. Like that's
We
how I
don't
feel.
know shit.
Like
Yeah, we don't know shit,
we
bro.
really don't, man. We act like we know a lot, but we really
But
don't.
For real. That's why I never did my homework. I'm like,
Ayo.
considering our capacity as humans.
Stick your face in here.
Hey,
what's up,
So, Mike,
Rachel?
welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello.
This is Josh.
Hello.
You know, sure.
How's it going?
Good.
My
Rachel,
frame
what
rate is
up?
really bad. It's, oh
Yeah,
man.
you guys are frozen, but that we can hear you.
Good seeing you, Rachel.
You can
Yeah, we
hear
can
me?
hear.
What did I say?
You said hello.
I said, where's the lighter
I
at?
didn't hear that. No,
You didn't? Oh.
but you gotta find it.
Sounds like a Little Wayne song.
Actually, it reminds me of the Shana Paul.
Shut
You
up,
give me the
Al.
light.
Where you at? Give it to you.
Wait, hold on.
Give me the light.
Shana Paul.
I got some.
Oh, we said Sean
Yeah.
Paul. Sean Paul.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Yeah.
Dirty.
All right.
Paul.
Good night.
Good night.
Wait, I got some.
We're married, bro.
You are, dude. That's crazy. Hey,
What are you
Yeah, a
looking
little
for,
bit.
man?
look at this. Motherfucking. Paul.
Oh, you got the vinyl, huh?
What is that? Which one's that one?
It's the Sean Paul one.
Sean Paul. Sean, are you in your studio?
Yeah. You see that shit?
Yeah,
I don't know if you
yeah,
can read
yeah.
it.
I can see Sean Paul, but can't see the rest. I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
It's the lighting.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
Paul.
Josh,
Whatever
what
he
is your
said.
end goal? What are you trying to get to?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I'm just enjoying the ride. I don't know if I necessarily care about promotion or anything like that. I just retirement here is coming up. Good.
Oh no! I was talking about your health. Like, are
Oh.
you trying to like lower your weight to a certain goal?
I don't necessarily know. I mean, definitely losing weight would be good. Talking about
Yeah.
that goal for sure right now is just to get healthy enough to pass this evaluation, get back into the standard.
Right.
Because when I got sick, threw my back out as well.
You got really.
And it
Yeah.
just it made it impossible for me to get to the standard. Got a little fluffy, and then it just it's not sat doesn't compatible with it's not compatible with my lifestyle. So yeah, man, just trying to lose some weight, get that done, and once I do that, on to the
Yeah.
next thing. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
that's my current thing right now. Is just get that fitness right. The lungs are coming back, so that feels
Bro,
good.
never be sick again, bro.
I wish.
Never get sick.
I wish. I gotta start doing that Dr. Sebi stuff.
Something, bro. You gotta stop. What's
Go on
he
the
big
carnivore
He's
diet.
big on that sea moss.
Yeah, that sea moss. Yeah, they don't got that at In-N-Out.
CMOS got the 96 ingredients that you
I'll pull
need
up
out
at
of the
In-N-Out.
106
Hey,
that
can
you
I
were
get
made
that
out of.
CMOS burger? I'll be like, nah.
Ooh.
Man, you just gotta
Hey,
eat clean. If you
I eat
eat
my.
clean, everything
That's what I'm
happens
saying.
like contingent to that. As long as you eat clean, the results will come for
You never
itself.
heard of Dr. Sebi?
No,
Dude was
who's that?
on his shit, man. He
Yeah, he was.
anti-inflammatory diet.
Is that the guy who's trying to be young?
Nah, he's an old dude.
No.
Oh,
He died.
Yeah, he was
okay.
a
Yeah.
Honduran dude, but he was
He was making his own
yeah, he's an
medicine and
herbalist,
shit.
so everything was natural from the earth.
Okay.
There you go. That's the word.
Yeah,
Dave's
Oh,
an
gotcha.
herbalist too.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
heard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hey, all
No,
Indians are
seriously, dude,
herbalists.
I am not a fan of synthetic drugs. I'll
Yeah,
tell you
this
that.
dude was like actually the guy
Yeah.
who's like the reverse doctor. You know what I'm saying? But he actually was famous.
Yeah.
Nipsey Hussle was gonna make a documentary
Yeah, I
on
think
him.
one of the famous things that he did was like Michael Jackson was hooked on
Stand up is
painkillers, and he helped
Yeah.
him get off painkillers and shit like that. So that's kind of like where he became into the light a little bit. But yeah, like alkaline
Yeah.
to improve your alkaline and anti-inflammatory properties in your body, which create mucus, you know, and all that other stuff. It always comes back to your mucus because your pH levels get all jacked up and you have all this stuff, allergies from all our food, man.
You gotta drink a ton of water,
Yeah,
too.
but it can't just be just water. So what the
Right.
water has to be the proper properties for your body to absorb it the right way.
With the
Yes,
minerals.
exactly. So, you know, it's like we go drinking shit all the time. Like tap water ain't good for you, but you know, is what
Yeah.
it is.
I have like a
You,
filtration system
Yeah.
on mine, but who knows what it does.
Yeah, I mean, generally you're assuming that it's gonna take out some of the heavy metals and some of the stuff that's chemical in there and give you a cleaner
Yeah.
water. So that's good stuff, though. What's
man.
Who knows what they feed us, man?
we know
Who
it's a bunch of
knows?
shit. It's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about what's going on with all these Teslas, man? Lighting them up.
It's,
I,
you know,
I,
it's
Dave, you go because you got
it's our
history with
current
Tesla.
maturity, bro.
Yeah. You think it has anything to do with their blue hair?
Nah, nah, man. Nah, man. There, who knows what propaganda, who's leeching off of what,
Yeah.
but
The
like, I don't know
I,
what they're like. My whole thing is like, I don't know what you're affecting or what are you expecting to change from doing that.
yeah, exactly.
Like, I
bro,
just don't see the results from it. Like, you think Elon's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm ruined. 12 of my Teslas are destroyed.
Oh no. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, wait. Oh wait, I have billions of
Yeah, I think it'll be
dollars.
fine.
I'm
bro,
alright. But I'm
you
just like,
think
I'm just trying to like, my point is like, I don't know, like, what is the point
Yeah.
of doing that?
The point
yes.
is literally to force him to change what he's doing, I think. They don't want it. They don't
And
want him working
I'm
with the
like, we're so
president.
beyond
They don't
that.
want him working on
Yeah.
Doge. They don't want him speaking
Yeah,
out
I'm like,
against using his free speech to.
but it's
Yeah,
like such an immaturity level. Like, I'm like, you destroyed 20
yeah.
Teslas. Like, whoa, buddy.
A
Like,
Cybertruck
oh my
Cybertruck got
god.
shot up in Oakland,
I'm
but it
like,
was
alright,
bulletproof.
well, like,
that's
these guys
crazy.
are, like, I just don't see the point in
Yeah,
it. Like, nothing is gonna come of it. You know, your people had the 4 years, and you look at the results. Like, look, I am not at all a political guy. I kind of think I'm a damn hippie, but
Yeah, you are, bro.
because I'm like, bro, like yeah, this is gonna sound super super cliche, but I just want people to get
well,
along.
yeah, no
You
doubt.
know, right?
You can
But yeah,
disagree and get
whatever.
along
Everyone has, yeah.
if you're mature.
But regardless of that,
Like anybody that's mad about somebody else living their life is like, bro, you're supposed to be focused on your
Yeah.
life. You're spending so much time.
I just don't see how
Next
this
to
helps
next.
anybody out in this country. Like, I just don't see the point. Like, why don't we want to like get past
Yeah.
things? Like, that's my whole point. This is good. Like, everybody knows the government was corrupted. Everybody knows that we have been paying a lot of money for XYZ reasons, whether it's for insurance, whether it's for taxes, whether it's for whatever. And we're like trillions of dollars in debt. Like, obvious common sense would say the money is going somewhere. We're still a powerful country, so where does
Yeah.
it go? Then Doge comes around and uncovers
The O, the
XYZ.
G, the E.
Yeah, but I'm just like, like, why is everyone so mad? This is a good thing for people. Everybody should be coming together right now.
Well, I think some of
And-
which is delivery. Some of it is just they don't like the presenter.
Yeah, but I'm like, bro, like, we're so past that. We've had. First of all, we've already done this once.
You know, can I make a little comment, bro?
Yeah, buddy.
It's like crazy when you become the face of your company. Like nobody knows the face of the owner of a Jaguar
Yep.
or whatever. They're not displaying those, or like a Range Rover. But
It just doesn't
Well-
make sense.
it's like hello.
I like where you're going, but here's the thought about that too, though, is like because the owner of Jaguar just wants to keep making Jaguars.
There you go.
Elon Musk
That's the
said, "Hey, I got
difference.
all this money with PayPal.
Not
wasn't-
only that, the guy is
PayPal
like,
wasn't my dream. My dream was to change the world, to improve humanity, supposedly, right? Let me see if I invest this in
He made a
Tesla.
lot of changes.
Let me change the car game.
Dude's doing good work.
All right, now I'm getting even more capabilities. Let me invest in space. Now let's try to get to Mars and extend humanity or whatever for his vision."
do you
And he
did,
just-
did
he
you
just brought
did you
back-
listen to the Rogan and Elon Musk?
Oh
sit
yeah,
down?
he's done it a couple
The
times.
recent
But,
the 3 hour one, the recent one.
yeah, a couple weeks
But
ago. I
check it
listened to
out.
one.
So he says, yeah, but his point is like, it's funny because I worked at Tesla for a little bit on the solar division side, right? For like about 3 years. But regardless of that, like, he says, like, he doesn't have any curiosity towards actual politics. He's there because he saw where the trajectory
Right.
of pursuing our finances was going.
Yeah.
Like he said, if we kept going this way, it would go bankrupt. Anybody else in a logical sound or a logical mind be like, all right, we need to fix it. That's what Doge was created for, is to go analyze what has always been behind very thick doors. Nobody has ever got any insight into it. And somebody's finally gone into it and found all this waste. That's where I'm like confused. All of this sounds to a logical human being smart. This is a good thing,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know where everything else is coming from. I'm like,
Well, because
Yeah, I don't-
they think he's a Nazi, and they think
which is so
and he's a
far from
billionaire.
like,
so the billionaires are you
right?
know,
So
because you're
he's
a
not
billion,
just a billionaire. I
automatically
understand he's very
devil,
powerful.
You know,
Yeah,
He
I
be
understand
acting
he
hella
is very,
robotic
very,
sometimes.
very
He
powerful,
is
right? Like I know the man has free access to space, pretty much.
right?
Who else has that type of like leeway?
Yeah.
He is in NASA. NASA is in my opinion, in his back pocket. I
It's a
believe
symbiotic
the
relationship.
military,
It's a symbiotic relationship.
right?
Didn't they just bring back that girl after 9 months?
But my
from
point
space?
is, he is very powerful, but I really do feel like his head is in the right place, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and maybe not always because like
Overall, not like perfect.
well, you know, because like when you take
But-
on that mantle of this is who I
Yeah.
am and I'm going to try to make this big of an impact, you're always going to have
he's got a lot of
yeah,
people
you're going to
going
have
against
you're
him,
always going
too.
to have people coming for you.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
for sure. He has a huge bullseye, if you want to call it,
Yeah.
behind his back because he's going. Like, you know, even Rogan said it, like, it's a type of revolution. It's a type of huge change. It's a lot of big things being shifted at the same
Exactly.
time. It's not like something that happens once every 4 years.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's something that happens every 100 years, maybe. You know.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm like, it's a big thing. I understand it's freaky for some people, but I'm like, let the process work and then see it on the tail
Right.
end of it. Like,
It's always these
Yeah.
weirdos want to stop the progress.
Yeah.
everyone's worried about a billion things at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's
I'm like,
true.
dude, like,
We always
Bro.
talk about the Romans with the bread and circus, and there's just a
yeah,
lot of that.
exactly.
Bro, like, for example, that guy that spray painted Shaw's
Mm-hmm.
car, like, I wonder if he got kids or, like,
Hopefully
family.
not, dog.
Like, you know?
Dude, that's like the
he-
lowest proper priority on people's minds nowadays. Like, what? Family?
Yeah.
What? Like, having like a wholesome life? Like, what? That's not important
Yeah.
nowadays.
bro,
Values.
he goes home and his
Let me get
family
my
like,
followers
what
up.
you do today? Oh, wow.
I showed him.
Spray painted his
Let me
car.
let me learn the let me learn the latest TikTok dance.
I really showed him. Let me spray paint this Tesla. They'll never fucking win. We're gonna beat them all.
Oh man, they'll learn it,
Man,
but then I'll go
he
viral.
learned.
What a dork.
Maybe Aiden Ross will invite
Yeah.
me.
He's all like, "Shh, I'm a politician."
It's just like, this is what society is. Like, do you take this as comedy or do you take this as real life?
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit of both, man. Sometimes life is humorous like that.
Yeah. Like, I love technology, right? Like, I love the ton of information. If I want to learn something today, right now, in the next 10 minutes, I could probably go watch about like 5 or 6 video and get a very basis idea of what I want to know,
Yeah.
right? You could say that you could do that
That's pretty
nowadays,
cool.
right? But on the flip side, I could also spend like the next 4 hours just scrolling.
Doom scrolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Hey,
it's
I
crazy.
hate when I catch myself doing
It's
that.
crazy.
I'm like,
And you're
fuck.
gonna get two different results. You're gonna get like somebody who might, just a big might, be the next Elon Musk down
You
the
never know.
road,
Yeah.
or somebody pivotal, or on the other end, like the girl who got famous for getting down with 1,000 guys.
Oh, Lord.
And she'll get rich faster.
Yeah, I got a sidebar.
She's richer than I'll ever
Yeah,
be.
exactly. What you got, Sean?
Dave, do you remember going to Sam Goody's all the
Oh,
time?
Sean loves Sam Goody, dog.
Hell yeah. Dave,
Tower
you remember going there
Records?
with me?
Tower
Yep.
Records?
Tower Records, Sam Goody's, Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Blockbuster, bro.
Yeah. Hey, do they still have in Pleasant Hills by Sun Valley Mall Rasmutans?
Yep.
They still have it? Is it still open?
They changed the location, but yeah, it's bigger,
Oh, okay.
and
That's
yeah, I
sick.
think it's still there.
That's sick. At least they exist. Those places matter, bro.
The
Like,
last vestiges
Bro,
of the.
we were at Sam Goody's all the time.
yeah, like I don't know how much stuff that I grew up on I'll be able to show my daughter by the time she's at the age to like kind of absorb it.
Oh shit, man! Yeah, things change over time. That's for sure.
It's
know,
been changing really
Sears,
fast now. Like,
Macy's, all them big ass stores are
all
gone.
of it,
About to be out of here.
pretty much. They
We'll be
make
the
no
United
sales.
States-
It's
Maybe the
vacant.
United States of Amazon soon.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure.
No,
Yeah.
And Bezos is going to get even more
I know,
ripped.
right, dude? You need to get those fucking BBL abs.
I want diamonds in it.
You know that people are flying to Miami to get penis extensions.
I don't need to like make up characters anymore. I just need to look at real life and come up
They
with
call them the
characters.
Brazilian dick lift. It's true, man.
And it comes with a controller.
It's the BDL, the Brazilian dick lift.
Damn.
Seriously,
And if you play an extra premium, you'll get RGB.
they're advertising them $1,500 for an extra inch.
We're back
This is
order.
people about to be out here laying it down, bro. But
There's gonna be a line in front of the factory.
but when you get the BDL though, dude, you're hard all the time,
Hey, you reminded me of a story.
Even when you
Yes.
don't want to be.
all the time. It stays like that.
I heard some story, bro. Bro, I heard some stories. Some people went overseas, got some plastic surgery, and the fuckers held them at the airport. They're like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Wait, I can explain.
Oh, I came here for this. Right,
like,
likely story.
they're looking at the picture. They're like, "That's not you, bro."
That's what I'm
Damn.
saying, bro. Like people are into like dopey ass
Dope
shit
whip.
now. Like you can find almost anything on
Yeah,
the
you used to
internet
have to go to
nowadays.
LA for that shit. Now it's everywhere.
No, it's anywhere now. You can like order it on Amazon.
That plastic.
What do they even do? They put like extra muscle in there, or
Oh,
like
I've
what
seen
the
that,
fuck?
bro. That's creepy, dude. When people get the fake muscle put in, they look like balloons and shit. They're
Oh my
walking around all
God.
fucking. It looks stupid as fuck.
Crazy.
Some anime shit,
Worse. Yeah, it's terrible. It's cartoon looking shit.
bro. Some
Yeah,
cyberpunk
it's
shit.
awful. It's super awful. Yeah, man, there's some weird shit going on. But I think plastic surgery.
People are just like displaced as
Yeah,
fuck,
it's like
bro. Nobody wants simplicity anymore.
yeah, like the first and most important thing is to be honest and truth and have truth in the front. But like
Yeah.
so much of our
People need to also relax. Everybody feels like they need to be
oh yeah,
overstimulated by
definitely.
everything.
But like people always trying to like put on a show, like wearing a mask and like even quite
yeah.
literally wearing a mask. But like you know,
Bro, that's what all Las Vegas is about. Is people like trying to be somebody else
yeah, man, just be
constantly.
yourself and be the
Exhausting.
best version of yourself.
Exhausting.
That's a better way to live. You don't need no damn BDL, man. Just lay it down with the 3-inch. Give it to them.
Just do your cardio.
It's about the motion in the ocean. Quit playing. You know what I mean? But ladies too, you know, these surgeries to alter yourself, you ain't need all that, man. Like those skills are valuable because there are
great.
people that go through tragedies or they're born with things that those skills come in handy to give those people a regular life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it has its
Everything.
place in the world, which I think is a great gift. That is, you know, people who worked hard to learn how to do safely
Yeah.
and healthily, you know. But then it's just somebody,
Everything can be
yeah, exactly.
extorted.
Somebody corrupted it. Like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna make hella money by putting these fake.
But
So
women, man,
when does
women,
it
it's
end,
like
bro?
it's tough for them. Like now, women have like it's so hard to just be like normal.
Yeah, I guess so.
I was talking to my friend, you know,
Like
and we were
just
talking.
relax. Like it's
Yeah.
okay. Like you don't need to like go on one of these trends or XYZs. Like and
Bro,
then even man, like you know, I go to the gym and I go to the gym. I feel like for absolutely like the opposite reason. Most people they're like, yeah, man, catch this angle, and I'm like, dude, I'm like 41. I'm like just here to like get my heart rate
I'm
up
just
and
trying to.
like feel little decent for my age and be able to play with
Yeah.
my daughter. Over
bro,
here,
real quick, I got a story.
I love stories.
I was talking to my friend about like you know, these Hollywood people or whatever. They're taking these vitamins to make you look younger or whatever. And yeah,
so I
she
can
was
live
saying,
10 years more.
yeah, she was like, oh, you know, you wouldn't believe so and so was like 70 or some shit. And I was just making a joke. I was like, yeah, man, these days you got these 100-year-old motherfuckers looking like they're 90.
It doesn't make any sense, man.
I'm like, what difference does it make? Who
I
cares?
spent
Like,
$2 million.
I wish I
doing
felt as
it.
good as I did in my
Just
90s. Yeah.
yeah, it's like, just
Damn, like,
live.
can't believe it, man. Those diapers used to
I
fit
know.
me better.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're 100, bro? I can't believe it, bro. You look 90.
These diapers don't even fit me anymore. Fuck.
It don't make no sense.
You don't look a day
Bro,
over 90.
could
I
you
can't
imagine though?
believe
But
you're
hey,
100.
think about this for a second. So, I'm gonna flip back to some of my biblical spiritual beliefs, but like some of the old dudes used to live to like 600, 900 years old, according to the tales, right? Could you imagine living that many years? Just
What you
just
would
say
have
like
seen.
right now we were at that max year, like 900 years.
Bro, imagine
Bro,
you're
we would have
600
seen the
year
start
old.
of like
Hey,
civilization,
hey, bro, imagine being like fucking
like
500
from
years
the
old.
jump, like
Real
day
quick.
uno.
Imagine being 500
What
years
is this
old
monkey doing?
and you make a mistake. And somebody's like, motherfucker, how old are you, bro? Ain't you like 500?
Hey, shit, man. Old age,
That's
man.
crazy.
Forget things.
Damn.
Yeah. But what if like at like
Would you want to live that long?
I don't know. If you were feeling good, why not? But if everybody else has to die, maybe not. You know, because that would be
That's what I say. If you were the only one that was
yeah. If you
like
were the
living
only
for
one,
that
nah,
long,
man. But like that, if the family was going with
Yeah.
you at the same time, then yeah, why not? That would be great.
that's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, dude.
That would be good.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
man.
though. I mean, that's a lot of years.
Yeah, that's a long time. A really long time.
I mean, we only had 40 years, and
Yeah.
How do you feel like? How do you feel like exactly, bro? We're all 40. I would say we're like right in the midway, right?
Yeah, I mean, potentially.
yeah, I hope so.
Just depends. Unless they discover that
yeah.
sea moss that makes you live forever. You know what I mean?
Sheesh.
Was that like forbidden fruit for fucking One
Oh
Piece?
yeah,
I
I
forget.
know what you're talking about.
Live
Mm-hmm.
forever.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. Like it's
It
wild.
is. Well, boys, I think we should kind of round things out, man, and take it to some key takeaways,
For
man.
sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and just say that it's good to catch up. Good to hear some of your history there, Dave, that I didn't know about, and reconnect on some of our creative thought processes and how we see the world and everything like that, man. So, really enjoyed talking with you guys.
For sure. For
Yep.
sure. It was a lot of fun.
Hell
Big
yeah.
Sean, you got anything?
Yeah, I want to say, Dave, you're a smart ass
Hell
fool,
yeah.
bro. And
I don't know about that. I'm
no,
just here
you
existing.
don't give yourself enough credit, fool. Um, you're a brilliant mind. I like you, bro.
I
no,
appreciate it, bro.
I love you, bro. You're the
No,
best.
we're all
Thank you.
homies, man. Like anytime you guys want to talk, just hit
No
me up.
doubt.
I
Thank you
don't
for
care.
being a part of my life. Same for you, Josh. You're a fucking smart
Hell
ass
yeah.
fool. And you're also a brilliant mind over time. And I'm really glad friends with
Hell
both of you
yeah. That's
guys.
what I'm talking about.
You
Hell
guys
yeah,
mean
bro.
a lot to me.
Forever.
Both of you guys mean a lot to me. That you guys are a big fucking part
Hell
of my
yeah.
life.
We appreciate
That's
it, man.
dope. All
Appreciate
right,
it.
Dave, you got any?
Yeah, we're all here. We're not. We're really not. If you look at the whole map, we're really not that far
No,
apart.
definitely not.
Yeah.
How about you,
So
Dave? You got any
anytime.
closing remarks? Any key takeaways from our conversation?
No, like Shaw said, we're all like really close friends. We have a lot of history, even from the past. Like even if we don't talk much, like we have a lot of
Yeah.
history. But no, it was good. It's good to like just talk and like think about life and how we've all grown in different ways. Like if you look at 3 of our lives, we're all living 3 very different lives,
Yeah.
right?
True.
But at the same
We,
time, we all share a journey, so that's
we
fucking
grew up like less than a mile
Yeah.
apart.
it's very crazy. It's very crazy, and we're like literally like from 3 different parts of the world.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
it's very wild to think of that. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I enjoy talking, and like Josh said, like just talking about different things in life. And Sean already knows, like we're boys.
Yeah,
We've
no
been
doubt.
through a lot
Yeah.
of shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, anytime you guys want talk
Let's
some
do it.
more, anytime.
Run it back.
Yeah, I think there should be a part 2 of this because there's there's so many things that keep popping up
Yeah.
in my head that we
Yeah,
could
no
talk
doubt.
about.
Definitely. We could line one up.
You
We'll
know.
do
We could line
more.
one up. Yeah, Dave, send us some more
Hell
art,
yeah.
man. So we put it on the reels.
Yeah, I'll have a better setup
Everybody's
next
checking
time
out.
too if we do one.
Everybody's checking us out. Dave's art. We're gonna put it on the page and a little bit in our reels and stuff. So check that out and
I
enjoy
appreciate
it
it.
and motivate Dave to get some more work out there in the world. Let's go.
Yeah. Start releasing
Appreciate it,
unreleased
boys.
No
stuff.
doubt. Well, we say every time on the show, man, protect your heart, protect your mind. Sean, what else they gotta say?
Protect
No
your
doubt.
pin code.
All right, now we out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Nice.
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay.